no bad government in Nigeria. In other words, the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger watch you.
Our guest in the studio has said we should do away with it completely. So I want you to talk to us, react to that, and then share with us also your analysis of Nigeria's democratic journey, looking at it from the legal standpoint, the role that the judiciary has to play, and the role of law, in all of this conversation.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I agree with what the last speaker has said substantially. Constitutional amendment in Nigeria is more or less a money-making venture for every session of the National Assembly. It has become some sort of ritual for them that when every National Assembly is inaugurated, they embark on this very elaborate and grandiose exercise called constitutional amendment. Every 4 years, every Senate president wants to spend public funds on constitutional amendment. So you begin to wonder what exactly the interest is. Why do we need to amend the Constitution every legislative cycle, every legislative term? It is because billions of public funds is voted for this purpose with little or no accountability. This is also an admission by Parliament that the current constitutional framework, the current document that we call the ground norm, is not working. So if you have realized that the 1999 Constitution is really, really defective and requires amendment, why not do it at once? Why not go to the foundation of the matter? Why do you have to come back every legislative cycle to embark on constitutional amendment? Don't be Constitution needs to be reworked, needs to be amended substantially. But I don't really like the language of amendment, really. I would have preferred that we have a fresh and brand new constitution. Whether we want to revert to the 1963 constitution or whether we want to have a completely new constitution with a new constitutional structure and framework for the country, that is a discussion that Nigerians should have, not these piecemeal legislative interventions here and there. that we have been witnessing over the years. Now, in terms of democratic experiments since 1999, I think Nigeria has been an embarrassment to Africa. I think Nigeria has been a black spot on the global map. We haven't really behaved as a civilized society. We have not been able to fix our electoral process. We have not been able to fix our governance process. We have not been able to fix our institutions of government. We have not been able to show respect for human rights, respect for democratic principles. We are still behaving like a society that is under the yoke of military dictatorship. And look at the irony that yesterday, on June 11, you had the State Security Service, you had the police, and you even had some spokesperson in the presidency issuing statements threatening Nigerians not to exercise their right to protest, not to come out to express disapproval with the current terrible, situation in the country. So you cannot be saying you are celebrating Democracy Day and then you are doing everything to sabotage democracy. So what we have are just plunderers. What we have is just a rent-seeking, fatalistic political establishment that would rather destroy and ruin the country than do the right thing. So I don't really think there is much for us to celebrate, really, because I personally am indifferent. I understand the president made a broadcast today. I don't know the last time I had time to listen to presidential broadcasts. If I don't have what to do with my time, I go and watch movies. I don't have time to listen to this repeated empty words that does not add anything to our country.
Yeah. I mean, now that you've spoken about the president's speech, I will probably pick up from there before we go back to Mr. Obiari. I want you to also speak. The president made mention of the importance of the electoral process, and of course, how that also shapes, democracy and why it's also an important, ideal of, a democratic nation. But I want you to speak with regards to that. He came into office with elections that many, had issues with. A lot of Nigerians didn't think that that election was the, freest or the fairest. And so do you expect, that knowing that, and of course him stating the importance of free, fair and credible elections, that president will then, with the speed that they used to change the national anthem, amongst other things, and the speed that they used to, of course, approve the Coastal Highway project, do you expect, that they would also maybe put in that same speed into making adjustments, necessary adjustments to Nigeria's electoral process, maybe the Electoral Act, or at least to purify the process of, elections under President Tinubu?
Well, what an interesting question. I think I can also ask you, do you expect the cats to preserve the life of the rats? The truth of the matter is that a man who is a beneficiary of a rotten electoral system cannot be an advocate of cleaning up that system. Let us stop pretending in this country. Tinubu is not going to advocate electoral reforms because historically, if you look at his antecedent as a politician, even from Lagos, I don't think he's the best person to advocate for electoral reform. 1 year has passed, right? If the president is committed to electoral reform, we saw what the late Yar'Adua did with all his flaws. When Yar'Adua came into office in 2007, he admitted that the election that brought him to office was flawed. And what did he do? He went ahead to impanel the Justice Mohammed West Electoral Reform Committee, right? And there was even some legislative bills that were introduced to reform our electoral system, the late Yar'Adua. What has this president done? What do you expect a Tinubu to do? Grab it, snatch it, and run with it. A man whose dogma is one of grabbing, right? A man who came to power and told you a milocom. So you want him to go and legislate a milocom. You want him to go and put a milocom in the Electoral Act. Or you want him to depart from his belief that this is his turn to now make it the turn of the Nigerian people. I think we should be very careful and cautious in our expectations about this government. 1 year has passed. There is no executive bill to the parliament, right, to address the issues that came out of the last general election. And look, let us also look at it the other way. Yes, we need good laws, but our problem as the country hasn't really been laws. It is the implementation. It is individuals that have the duty to execute the laws. How do you expect a Mahmoud Yakubu, a man who stood before Chatham House in London, A man who stood before the Nigerian people in different fora to promise that there will be live transmission of results, that IREF was going to work, and collected humongous public resources for that purpose. At the end of the day, that process was sabotaged. He has not apologized. He has not resigned. We have seen little or no accountability. A man under whose leadership INEC even sabotaged the effort of petitioners to prove their case by denying them relevant electoral materials. You expect him to now come and conduct another, a credible election. What we have is a country that is in the hand of a kleptomaniac political class. People that have made up their minds that they are going to ruin the country. People who don't believe, look, our politicians do not, I don't want to call them leaders, our politicians do not believe in this country. That is why they go abroad for healthcare. That is why they send their children abroad. That is why they acquire properties abroad. Mentally, the Nigerian political establishment has seceded from the country.
All right.
They just see Nigeria as, a special purpose vehicle for self-enrichment. So I think we should be very careful in our expectations.
Yeah.
Regarding the issue of building a coastal highway with trillions of naira, it shows you how unserious the government is. A government that is struggling to pay minimum wage, living wage, is saying that it's going to have trillions, right, to go and build a coastal highway in an economy that there is no electricity, in a country that people don't have access. Many people don't have access to pipe-borne water. In a country that our educational institutions are in shambles. In a country that our healthcare system is nothing to write home about. You want to go and build coastal highway with trillions of naira.
I'm also glad
the mindset of people that are in positions of power in this country.
I decided to play it all. That is the bitter truth of the country, what is happening in our country right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. It's good to be back here again. It's another day, Wednesday, 12th of June, 2024. We are here talking about the things that's affecting us. We are continuing from where we stopped yesterday. In fact, it's even getting worse. Remember, anytime we come here, it's getting worse. Nigeria is not getting better. It's getting worse every day. For those of you that is thinking, oh, God go do am, God go do am, don't worry. Remember that one of those guys that were talking on that News Central said, no, it was Net Media, sorry. Net Media said someone that was 20 years ago, during the time of Bwala, election, today the person is about 51 years, right? The same way, that's almost the same thing I'm talking about all the time on this platform. That you that is listening to me right now, you normally say, oh, now only 8 years they want to do now, make it do you, make it go. If you add 8 years to your age right now, maybe probably, he will hand over to his own satanic friend, just like Buhari did. How many years APC have been in power now? Maybe more than 16 years, if I'm not mistaken, or let's say 16 years. Now that they go so, right? Okay. Let's just take 10 years. Add 10 years to your age right now. And there's every possibility, I don't want to speak negatively, there's every possibility that you and I will get old talking about this old thing. Nothing will change. Also, remember one of these guys on News Central said that these people, they are heartless. They are never going to change else except you force them to change. And that is the fact. These people won't change. They have already known our weakness and they are capitalizing on all our weaknesses. This is what they're doing. My people, that's what we say. I'm doing my part, coming out with my wonderful panelists, talking about the things that's affecting us every day. Upon all that, we still get people attack us, trying to stop us from talking. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much, my people. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. Appreciate you and I love you so much. Thank you very much, Madam Martina Ambasui TV. It's good to have you on the show today. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Madam Patricia Tamojomi. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you very much for all you do. Thank you so much, everyone right there. I've showcased almost everybody already. Thank you so much. Now, God, I will bless you now. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share as well. Thank you, Peggy Modi. Thank you so much, Adelaja Ogunbiyi, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, S.O. God bless all my people. Patricia Nofre, my dear sister. Thank you very much, Dr. Happy Life. Thank you, Washington Omorige and Gabriel in the building. Thank you, God sent Kingsley Ogera, Priceless Ify, Madam Ellen, Madam Stella Masaredo, and God bless all my people. I appreciate you all. Please do your part by pressing on the like button, help us to share. Kingsley Martins, I can see you right there. Thank you for your time with us. Thank you. Nolly 777. I'm just randomly, quickly mentioning name, although I showcased you all. So I'm not going to mention all the names. Thank you so much, my wonderful people. I'd like to appreciate those of you that have super chatted the platform already. Thank you very much, Madam Albe Achiko. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for all you do. Then we have Chiboza Chukwemeka. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for all you do. Now God bless you, my people. Thank you very much, guys. Press on the like, press on the dollar sign. Encourage our work here to do more for you. Help us to share and let our voices go far. I'm going to post out a link right now before I'll move on with my own monologue. A link has been posted for those of you that want to join us today. Click on that link, join us now, and let's talk about these whole things together. If you're waiting for just me to talk about it, trust me, we're not going anywhere. We all are working together. We are working together collectively to see how we can rescue our country. At least in our time, we can experience a better country. But the way it's going, wow. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on now. Thank you, Oga Henry. I can see you already on the backstage. I'll quickly just accept you in. I'll come back to you. Okay, guys. If I start my monologue today, I might not leave here. Let me quickly, I only have 2 articles. Let me take these 2 articles quickly so that we can move on. Bear with me. Okay, there you go. The first one I have for you. I pity Tinubu if he approves of sustainable minimum wage. Soludo. Soludo is already saying, the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, warned that not all state government and the organized private sector can pay the 62,000 naira being proposed by the federal government and the 250,000 naira demand of the organized labor. Okay, before I will go on the other one, thank you, Madam Patricia. I can see you already. A Black Panther, I can see you. Mr. Jonathan, I can see you. Thank you, my people. Okay, let me quickly do this. I don't really want to be distracted. But meanwhile, let's go back to what all these satanic state governors are saying and what they have promised to pay. As you can see right there on the screen, let me remove this so that we can see properly. Okay. Now, Abia said the best they can pay is 40,000 naira. Not even the 62,000 naira that the federal government have proposed. Abia is saying 40,000 naira. Adamawa said 45,000 naira. Akwa Ibom says 65,000 naira. Thank you. I can see you, Destiny. Thank you, Abdul Malik. God bless you all. Akwa Ibom said 65,000 naira. Anambra State said 50,000 naira. Bamushi State said 40,000 naira. Bayelsa State said 65,000 naira. Benue State said 48,000 naira. Borno State said they can pay 70,000 naira. Cross River State said they can pay 65,000 naira. Delta State said 68,000 naira. Ebonyi State said 40K. Edo State said 70K, and they are already paying it. The only state right now that is already paying it, Edo State, my state. Then Ekiti State said 55,000 naira. Enugu said 43,000 naira. Gombe said 45. Imo 47. Jigawa 40. Kaduna 45. Kanu 50K. Katsina 45. Kebbi State 40,000. Kogi State said 35,000 naira is the best they can pay. Kwara State said 43,000. Lagos State said 75,000 naira. Nasarawa State said 40,000. Niger 45. Ogun State 65. Ondo State 62. Osun State 57, Oyo 60, Plateau 65, Rivers 80K, Sokoto 40, Taraba 45, Yobe 42. Then Zamfara said they will never leave that 30K, never, ever. Now that 30K, and they go pay. As I speak to you all, none of them is paying it. That is what they have proposed. They are bringing to the table right now. The only state that is already paying is Edo State, as we speak, paying 70,000 naira already. So this is it, my people. Do you know why things like this is happening? It's because these people, they don't see you finish. They don't see us finish. They don't have no regards for none of us. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about us. These guys, like one of the guys said on one of the videos that I played earlier on, saying that these people don't have any belief in Nigeria. And the reason why they don't have no interest or belief in Nigeria, this is why you see they travel all the time out of Nigeria. This is why you see they take their family out of Nigeria. This is why you see their children are studying abroad. This is why you see they are buying houses, investing heavily in another country. Just for example, you see, they have started attacking me now. I guess you guys can still hear me on the panel. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Dino Malai said, I just sealed a new investment here in Dubai and all that. You got to invest for your future, blah, 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 and all that. So this is what these guys are doing. These guys are investing multi-billionaire businesses in another man's country, and they're not doing the same thing in our country. And do you know why? Because when they get caught, EFCC can easily witch hunt them. So they believe if they invest in another country, it will be difficult for anybody to witch hunt them. So for these guys to be investing in another country, stealing our money to build houses, build companies, raise their children abroad, that means they don't believe in Nigeria. That is the absolute fact. So now, many of us are keeping silent. We are quiet. Some of us are praying. God will do it one day. Let's continue to pray. Somehow, someday, God will answer our prayers. Listen, we are not going anywhere. That is the absolute fact. We are not going anywhere. For Soludo to come out now to say, oh, Tinubu, don't try to accept even the 62,000 because we'll not go fee pay. That is the highest level of sea finish. The highest level of sea finish. These guys don't guide you. They are not interested. 99.9% of their children, all of them that is ruling us, their children and their family lives abroad. Yes, I told you guys that somebody did film and media with me in my university in Cambridge. We studied together for 3 years. On the last day, on our graduation day, he came to his graduation with a Rolls Royce. I told you guys before, right? I was surprised, not knowing that a politician's child was in the same course with me. I didn't know. He was disguising until the day we were wearing the garments on our graduation day. I don't know if I talk this story for you. Some of you can remember. This is where we find ourselves. Then when we speak, you see some satanic youths, the same satanic youth that the situation is affecting. The same satanic youth, Nigerian youth, that these satanic Nigerian politicians have bestowed poverty on. They will come here, either insult me, insult my panelists, or start attacking us. It is baffling. We are not going anywhere. Even the man on News Central went far by trying to quote some vital verses in the Bible to let you know what these 4 men did in the Bible. Not be me go talk am. But we are not going anywhere because we are praying. Make we dey pray. Now only God go help Nigeria. Continue. Only God go help Nigeria. You've run away from Nigeria. You are in UK, America, Canada, Australia. You are from there saying only God go help Nigeria. If you believe so much that now only God go help Nigeria, you're supposed to be living in Nigeria. That is the highest level of hypocrisy. I don't bow to that. Unfortunately, when I speak like this, I always hurt people. It's the truth. If you're in Nigeria, yes, I understand that because you are bearing the pains. You've exposed yourself for kidnapper to take you. At least, I say, okay, no wahala. You did Nigeria, they say now let God go help Nigeria. No wahala, you will collect. You can't be in the UK or America or whatever and be saying now only God go help Nigeria. Look where we are today. Nobody wants to speak. Nobody wants to hurt anybody. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to create an immunity around himself. But guess what? Same people who have said in the past that I don't want to talk, make I not die or I beg. I don't want problem. I don't want trouble. I don't want this. Many of them have died already. In the same situation, they are shying away to address. They're gone. Yes. But God give you that life, make you take talk. Because nobody knows what tomorrow holds anyway. You failed woefully to speak the truth. Because you don't want to offend somebody. That is why we are where we are. A lot of us don't want to offend anybody. That's why when we are speaking, we are very, very, very skeptical. We are very careful. Because we don't want to offend anybody. There's nothing wrong if you offend anybody with your truth anyway. If they leave you, let them go. You shouldn't care about that. Except you were deceiving them. Say it how it is. Many of you don't want to speak. Many of you don't want to speak. Look at Nigeria now, for example. Now, backyard, everybody they talk. Either backyard, beer parlor, whispering inside the car, or husband and wife in the bedroom. Now everybody they complain. Honey, things are very expensive now. I went to the market today. Life is not easy in this Nigeria. The husband will now say, I understand. The other one will now say, honey, since morning, no light. I'm tired. Everything in the fridge does spoil. And I say, God will do it. God will help Nigeria. Why the other one will say, no, yeah. They say, yeah, Bello thief 82 billion. Hi, God do. Only God will help Nigeria. Look where we are. These are the kind of discussions we all are discussing. Now, like I've said before, if anybody waiting for me to come here and pronounce to tell you what you need to do to rescue yourself out from this bondage, you will wait till eternity. Yes. Today, now June 12th, yesterday, they have started threatening us. Anybody that comes out to protest, now so you go, they'll do you this, and so they'll do it. Today, fear not, let people come out. You see where we find ourselves? Fear not, let people come out. That's the same thing they did in May 29 when Tinubu was about to be sworn in. They started threatening people like 7 days in advance. Our constitutional right have been taken. Our human rights have been taken. Let's continue to pray, my people. Maybe somehow, someday, we'll rescue ourselves out of this together. Who knows when? But for now, since you guys have insisted that we should start praying, let's continue to pray. That's all I know. Because for me, the way things they go right now, it looks like we are not going anywhere. I'm not sure that we are going anywhere until we come out to continue to speak the truth, tell ourselves the truth, hit the streets. Yes, hit the streets. Occupy everywhere. Tell the government you are hungry. Tell the government you are hungry. But they say, make we not talk, make we pray. I believe that the prayer now we need. I beg, make we not verse. I would like make I pray small before we move on. Thank you very much. Let's pray. I beg, close your eyes. Amen, amen, amen. I would like to baptize some of you that believe that only God will help Nigeria. Let me baptize you people.
I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord.
All right, thank you very much.
That was your new name now, Bishop.
No, we need to pray, my people. We need to pray for Nigeria to change. Let's continue.
You are the bishop of the house.
Let us pray.
The latest they will say it is well.
Yeah. Let's take the last article that I have for you guys. Yeah, June 12 protest. Stop threatening harmless Nigerians. Go and face bandits. Deji Adeyanju warns DSS, who was threatening Nigerians yesterday, telling them not to come out to protest. Yes, he responded. But meanwhile, I'm not going to take much on that. They say Tinubu fall today. They say he fall. And the funny part of it is that now your own station, now not saying I get TVC. Now your own station report am. And that one I can surprise me. They say he fall, the man you fall. Now Nigerians come they mock our own president. This is not fair now. To be honest, it's not fair. This man is an elderly man. He's an old man. Anything can happen to anybody that is old. So for you to be mocking a whole city president, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is unfair. It's totally unfair. You can't do that to our president. You can't do that. You already know this man is an old man. Anything can happen. For me, what they should be doing now, I don't know what they call these people where they follow on the Wakao, but I'll call the security men. You get me where they call them. All of them should be sacked. All. Yes, because you cannot allow a whole president of Nigeria make una disgrace us like this publicly. It's unfair. You can't do. In fact, for some of you now, we never see this video. Make una watch it.
Happy view, Your Excellencies. And at this juncture, we take a synoptic look at the resume of the reviewing officer. The special guest of honor and reviewing officer for today's historic occasion, Excellency President Bwala Tinubu GCFR, was born on 29 March 1952.
Oh my God. Okay. My people. And I see all these people, they follow Tinubu, they were castle. The first thing they're supposed to do is they're supposed to sack all of them. Yes, to be honest, you don't already know that this man is vulnerable. Yes, he fall. For me, he's an old man, so I can't mock him because, we all are praying to old, but still, I understand some of you are saying he's a karma, he's nemesis, he's this and all that, blah, blah, blah. Listen, that man is an old man. Have that in mind. He's an old man. Yes. So for you to be mocking him and all that, I'm not part of that. What did they record those people they follow and they waka? Make somebody correct me for here now. Can they call the security man? No, be now bodyguard they be able to record them. they should sack all of them. All of them. Because somebody supposed they front to wedge them. Carry stone, follow body to wedge the front tire, wash the back tire. You know, in case in one row go front or in one row go back. It cannot. You're wedge and where? This is unfair now. Eh? Now, see now, some of my friends from UK now come, they laugh me. Eh? This man is old. Now, old man. We can't dispute that. They suppose wedge on for front, wedge on for back. If or not for, they should sack all of them. Because if they don't quit sack them, Tinubu go fall again. When I feel this in a joke now, he go fall again. Because those people, they don't know their job. The man is old. How old Tinubu day now, safe? I don't know. So say na 72. So say na 82. So say na 86. So say na 92. Me, I'm not too sure. How old the day? And to be honest, I don't know. I don't see many age. But he's an old man. He's an old man. More than another monk like that. It's unfair. Thank you very much, my people. I would like us to go to Daniel Bwala. Daniel Bwala don't come out now. They insult the Obidients. I would like us to take it from here. Help us to press on the like button and help us to share.
Now, what?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Not the only don't fall. Body don't fall 2 times, so then fall from aircraft safe.
Now I mean they talk, so these people are old.
They are old now. That mistake, you cannot avoid it. Anybody can fall, trip off, especially when you are fragile.
Anybody can fall, but Biden's fall. See, fall is fall, though. But Biden's fall is kind of, Biden was trying to prove, he wants to prove that he's young. He was actually running. He wants to jump to enter the
No,
plane.
there was one, he fall again for aircraft. He break in knee, now they operated it. He break him.
Interesting.
Now, old man now, old days don't come.
Okay. I think something is happening right here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to, what I'm posting is different from what I'm seeing on screen. You know, once the pass come now, whenever I remove it, another thing come up. What we talk about yesterday kept coming up. Let me do it again. Whenever I put this one, another, see now, it's changed again. You see, I don't know whether they notice that. These people.
Yeah, yes. So there's a file there that is corrupting it.
I'm telling you, not a file. This is not a file. It's not a file. Look, I'm putting on back. This is what I put to. She's going to change now. You see? You see, something is wrong somewhere. But meanwhile, I'll sort this out later. Let's leave it like this for now. But meanwhile, let me quickly talk about Daniel Bwala. Daniel Bwala don't talk and now say, me don't know what Peter will do for this matter. Daniel Bwala and I write this one. He said, whenever I see these barbaric miscreants making issues out of no issue, I shudder. You want to make an issue out of a simple missteps owing to the Tinubu president shoes stuck in this barriga. Okay. Take a look at Peter Obi. Pete Obi here in the video below, falling and had to be assisted. Did anybody make an issue out of this? Question. By God's grace, it won't be long when unsuspecting members of the public eyes would be open to realize that these guys are actually IPOB and their sympathizers masquerading Obidients. Okay. All right. People have responded to this, even with a video, but let me take their responses first. Onyekashi said, you are very sweet to liken the unfortunate event of your paymasters to Peter Obi and the US. How about comparing the US economy tech and infrastructural development to Nigeria. Is that too much to ask? Then someone else responded here. This one say, this is the type of president you are using to compare your president to wit. Biden, who sometimes forgets where he is. Biden, who is a president by proxy. Biden, who is being led by his wife because he's most times not conscious of where he is. That is your standard of president. Okay. Then someone else, Elijah, said, so Atiku is a miscreant too because he posted the video. Yes, Atiku was one of the people that posted that video first. So he's also a miscreant, the same Atiku that Daniel Bwala worked with. So we have two people here. Peter Obi is not, this one is coming from Philip Oshije. Peter Obi is not the president or the advent of poverty in Nigeria. When our oppressor is falling apart, we should be happy. Obi head, they pay you. Then the other person, Peter Eze, said, hello, Ode. Tinubu didn't just fall down. He fell flat like a 1-year-old baby. Thanks for disgracing him the more. Why the last person here said, Mark Ben, mute, Madam Patricia, thank you. Mark Ben Otu said, you are such a pathetic politician. Nowhere many persons should emulate you. I hope you are actually cashing out on this, your newly found online business. Then, these are people where they talk to Daniel Bwala, they can't go carry this video come. You get one video where they carry come of Peter Obi. This video, man, why don't post this kind of video? Me no understand. Okay, make una see this video. Now, what me I don't understand, this video now, what does it have to do with what we are talking about? So obedient people, me not going to understand on again. That video when they share the go, so I don't understand. What does that video got to do with, say, our president for today? I want to take things they far. Me know, Name Bwala they cry. So take things easy. Thank you, Mr. Oduwa. We don't see already. Thank you. You know, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. I've done my part. I'd like us to take it from here. Thank you so much. I don't know why this thing they do this one right now, but still, I would like to bring it again. But meanwhile, oh yeah, we have Madam Ife on the backstage. Thank you, Madam Ife, for joining us. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God have a blessing. Now, please help us to press on the like button. Help us to share, and let's do this together. Now, God bless you. Now, that is all I have for you guys today. You can see that we spent so much time, you know, where we take talk today, right? But let me take some calls quickly, you know, so I can come back to you guys. I have the first person on the phone, Mr. Ben. Thanks for calling in, sir.
Hello,
talk to us, sir. Thank you. 3 minutes.
Before I start, I just want to sing a song, you know, Emi Loko, Baba we know well. It is shouting me Loko, he said, hands they shake, legs they shake, Baba we know well. It is shouting me Loko. See, what happened to Tinubu today, as a human, I feel sorry for him, you know, I feel bad that, you know, he slipped and he fell. But as a Nigerian that grew up in a country where nothing works, I'm not gonna gloat. I'm not gonna gloat over that misfortune that we fell in. But what happened to him today is a reflection of the Nigerian state. It's how crippled our economy has become. It's how comatose our security has become. It's how bad the infrastructure in that country has become. The first video of that man that you posted, the very first video, that man that was talking, that Igbo man, you know, that was talking about, you know, the government and everything. If you look at the background of that video, what do you see? Bad roads. You see water everywhere, as they say, everywhere, bad roads. Nigerians trekking up and down, looking dejected, looking frustrated. On one day, the day that's supposed to be one of the most happiest day of a Nigerian, June 12th, a day where our democracy was truncated and stolen. The mandate was stolen like it was stolen during the last election that happened. You get what I'm saying? So there's no celebration. Nigerians are not celebrated. How do you know how well the country is doing? It's by the testimony of its citizens. You get what I'm saying? Like, take 10 Nigerians, put them in a room, and ask them what's going on, how are you feeling? I will tell you, majority of them will say they're not happy with how the country has become. They're always quick to compare Nigeria to America. These people, they make me laugh. Every time something happens, they will say, and what about America? What about this? What about that? When Tinubu fell today, they're comparing it to when Biden fell. When I don't get sense, the American society and the Nigerian society are the same thing. In terms of economy, not the same thing. This country, the United States of America, I'm blessed to call this country my home. You get what I'm saying? I'm a Nigerian, but I'm a citizen as an American, and I'm happy to be in this country. I'm proud of this country. I can't say the same for my own country of birth, back home in Nigeria, because of these past people that we have. People like Bwala. They went online, they went on overdrive today, started, doing all kind of things to whitewash what happened today. Very evil-minded.
Thank you.
Yeah, these people back home, and go punish each and every one of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother Doves. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ben. Let me quickly move on and take another call here. But before that, I'm going to let you guys know that Mr. Peter Obi will be on air anytime soon. So we are going to go live with him so that you guys can listen to him live here. So anybody that will be giving their submission at that time, give us a mandate. I don't see you already. You are in. Abdul Malik, I'm not sure you can come in anymore. I guess it's full now. Yeah, but you're on the backstage. I'll bring you in. So we will switch so that we can listen to what our principal have to say. Mr. Chimizi, thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I greet all Niger Watch family. Yeah, Niger Watch, you know one thing? I'm sick.
Your network, oh.
I'm sick and tired for Nigeria. So bad what is happening and is happening. So for me, I don't know how Nigeria will move away from this quagmire. Believe me. So let me tell you one thing. There is thing that happening in Nigeria right now. You know, some people cannot even pay for their shop. They are selling their shop to pay and still maintain the shop. It's so hard. It's so bad. But things are going this way in Nigeria and everybody just keep quiet, doesn't concern them. And people are dying in hunger. Even to see food, see business, to see food eat is a problem. Okay, now, people are telling us to move to Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I was a teenager when I went to Lagos. I know everything about Lagos. That's why today I will never support Tongo in anything. Because if you live in Lagos, then during Tinubu regime, you will know that he brought so many things to us. Which is Agro. This Agro that collect money from each bus stop, from all this vehicle, this transportation. The only people these people never collect money from is the Lagos State vehicles. They won't collect any money. Okay, tell me, that money they are collecting, their money they collect that money from driver. Driver will collect it from passengers. Is it not hardship? This we have to know. They say you build Lagos, you give us hardship. Then you think what you did that how many years ago and start doing it in Nigeria, or as a president.
All right.
So is anybody telling me he build Lagos, he do this, he do that? I said no to that. That's why I don't like him in anything.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Your 3 minutes is up. All right, let me quickly go back to the panel. I'll come back to you guys, callers again. I have lots of people today. The backstage is full, so we need to manage time. You know, like I said, I will stop anybody whenever Peter Obi is live to speak to us, so to switch over to that. But let me take this call quickly. Yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello? Okay, you are not ready to speak. Whenever you are ready, I might not be ready to. But let me go to the first person on the panel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone of you, my wonderful people. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share, hit on the dollar sign. Somebody should buy me a coffee. God bless you all. I'll call on the first person, which is Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, it's good to have you on the show. It's been a while. Yes,
Mr. Elvis, good evening. Good evening, everybody. I just want to thank you for...
Hold on, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, hold on. You said what?
I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead now.
So, for StreamYard, based on the popularity of Nigeria Watch Media and all that we have done using StreamYard, are they not able to expand the capacity for us so that we can have a full?
We are working on that. We are always working on that. Remember, we started with just 6, from 6 to 10. Okay. Now 10. Now we can have 14. So it's a gradual process.
Okay. That is, yeah. I'm in the spirit. Okay.
Thank you, my brother. All right, okay, Henry, go ahead, sir. It's good to have you.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, it's been a while, you know.
You don't abandon us now.
No. Sometimes
run away, soldier. Run away.
You don't abandon us.
I do understand. I give a like for the program. We're watching the program now. Sometimes they get time. You know?
We are not priority, but it's okay. We have accepted it.
I know. I'm very sorry. Pardon me, please.
Thank you, my brother. It's good to have you on the show. I beg.
Yeah, thanks.
Put your voice for this matter with this one.
See, man, by everybody can fall. Fine. You cannot cheat nature.
Exactly.
You cannot cheat nature. If it's every year, it's always 70-something. It never be 80, it never be 90. My father, who is more than almost 100 years, he can walk better than him. If you watch this video, before he fell, you see the way he was walking, very close to that place. He was shaking. There's something was wrong there. You know, they could have seen those DSS, those security men. They could have studied his body movement. They would have seen that it's not stable. They could have guided him. You know, he want to show the whole world that is this my day. And secondly, he made a big mistake. Everywhere, his portrait was everywhere. Instead of putting late Abiola's portrait, you didn't see it. It's not his day. It's not Tinubu's day. We fought for June 12th. He ran away. We were in Nigeria. He ran away. Tinubu was in exile. I was in Benin. We fought for June 12th. Our pictures should be there. Our Abiola picture supposed to be there, not Tinubu. You know, everybody can fall. Young people can fall, but nevertheless, if I were to be his family or be his wife or be his best friend, I would tell him to go and step down, go and rest his life, go and rest. He should go and rest. He should go and rest. So I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry because he fell with his head. He knocked his head down there. Before he fell, before he fell like that, people would come. Bandits always forgetting himself sometimes. I was even asking myself, every country they have smart young people who are vibrant. Why is it always the old ones we could like to rule? This is what I don't understand in the whole world. I don't understand. Tinubu don't have anything for Nigerians. He did not promise anybody anything. If people are waiting, If Nigerians are waiting for things to change by themselves without taking things but in their hands, they are joking. Nigerians are not suffering yet. Till they wake up from their slumber, take Nigeria to be their own property. They forgot one thing, that these are job seekers. We Nigerians are the one who's paying this bunch of corrupt people who call themselves president and senators. It is time for Nigeria to wake up. Today, I was expecting people to come out mass to protest, to protest for this June 12th. No, they were so scared. How long they will be scared enough? They will be scared. Why are they scared? They will come out. They are brave people. Go to Western country. People sacrifice their life before they got what they want. They do demonstration everywhere in the world. It's only Nigeria that's scared to die. Sorry. They are scared to die. And we are the ones suffering there. You see the police and so-called military, they are everywhere and disturbing people who are trying to do their peaceful demonstration. I'm just ashamed watching them. They should take this so-called energy they have, this I'm protecting our land security. Take it to this terrorist, bandit, whatever they have. Take this fight to them. It's so annoying when I see all these things. Police start to show their boldness, their power to civilians who are trying to do their peaceful demonstration. It's so annoying. Nigeria forgot one thing. They have this power. Nigerians are forgetting these things. I don't know when Nigeria will wake up, or they are waiting for we in diaspora to do their job for them. Are they waiting for we in diaspora to get up? Yes, okay, let's pack out and go to Nigeria and protest for them. No, we do the talking. If they talk of financial aspect, we are here. But they should go out to emphasize their anger, their frustration. How many people will they buy? I remember June 12th, people are celebrating right now. I remember they said in Edo State then, they said if you go out the next day, they should shoot aside. But we went. I know how many people in Uniben, that Uniben area, how many people they buy. Some friends I know. People we go out the next day. They say if every parents you want their children, they should not go out the next day. They come out, they will shoot aside. But still went. That was military time. That was in military time. But now we have a demonstration, democracy, they said. But Nigerians are still scared. What are they scared for? If you go out, you will buy. If you don't go out, you will buy. Hungry will buy you, or the police will buy you in your house. When you are going to the street, people can't buy you. Why not go out and do your quarter and do something to say you'll be proud of? Today, I'm proud of. I'm among those who came out on June 12th to protest for democracy. I'm still proud to say that word. I'm one of you there in Nigeria who's thinking, waiting for God will do for us. How many of you say you are proud to be among those who are going to come out and say, I fight for this democracy? No. All you know is I'm going to church, pray. God they forgot we are all gods. They forgot these things. We have Almighty God. We are human. We are all gods. God give us power to take off every situation in this earth. If you are waiting for God to come and take your problem from you, you are joking. I'm waiting for Nigerians when they wake up, say, you know what, enough is enough. This is the time now. I was thinking Labour going to shut the country down. They did it before. I was thinking they're going to go back and shut it down. But I'm seeing so disappointed. When will Nigeria wake up? It's a question I'm asking every day. Sometimes it's so annoying when I'm talking about Nigeria. Sometimes I don't want to get so upset every time about Nigeria, because I love that country so dear. I can say in this country, I can say, okay, you know what, I will travel everywhere in the world. I will not go to Nigeria in 10, 20 years' time. I can say I will not go. I have the chance. I have the privilege to say, okay, you know what, I can go or I will not go. But it's time for we Nigerians in Nigeria and diaspora to say, no, we want a better country where we call our own. Nigeria should wake up. God is not coming for heaven to do anything for you people. He never promised he's going to come for you people. He gave us everything on earth for us. He gave us the power to take control of every situation. He gave us the power. We are gods. Nigeria should wake up. They are not bigger than us. We are not bigger than we. The little, about maybe 1% of these criminals are the ones ruining the country. Wake up, Nigerians. Wake up. Take your country back. Thank you.
Thank you, Oga Henry. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Before I come to the next person, please, guys, I would like to prioritize Madam Ife. But before that, let me pick this call quickly. Mr. Moses, thanks for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Mr. Niger Watch. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for giving the opportunity to just talk about the falling that Tinubu did today at Eagle Square. Well, you know that in every profession there is a hazard. You understand? The footballers, check with money, at the same time they can break their legs. Understand? That's how I see it. So what happened today? You know, I mean, it's part of his job. You understand? So we don't have to pity him. We don't have to say, oh, you know, because he's an old man. Yeah, because every profession there is a hazard. When you are enjoying the benefits of that profession, nobody enjoys it with you. So if there is a hazard in that profession, you have to take it also. You understand? Because he had chosen, he said it is to be local. So a local means that whatever good or bad that comes to that local job, you have to take it, my brother. That's how I see it. So I mean, it deserves what he got, because I mean that's part of the job. Nobody will do it. Nobody's gonna fall at the square for him. He's gonna fall because I mean he's the one that said he wanted the president of Nigeria. That's how I see my brother. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Ife. Before that, let me appreciate Josh Blueshare. God bless you, sir. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. Make pocket never run dry. Thank you, guys. Help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. Madam Ife, please talk to us, man. You have 8 minutes. Okay, Chris, I can see you already. When there's space, I'll bring you in. Not be only you there backstage for now, sir.
Elvis, hi, good afternoon, everybody. I don't have much to say, you know, as usual. I agree with what Henry said. I agreed with what the two guys on the television said. I think I agree with what everybody said. To be honest with you, if I tell you Nigeria matter never tire me, you think I'm lying. But my question, I don't even have no problem that Tinubu fell. I mean, anybody can fall at any time. I fell the other day. I don't think it's all about, you know, that I'm not going to, you know, just make anything out of it. But my question is this. Why is it that, you know, Daniel Bwala or whatever his name, why is it?
Bwala.
Why is it that he's always obsessed with Obi? That Tinubu fell. What does that got to do with Obi? That is the lowest of the lowest of lowest anybody can go. Anytime anything, people attack Tinubu, instead of him coming out to say something tangible, he will focus on attacking Obi. Obi is not in the president. Obi is not the president. He's not in the government. Tinubu is the second person that they claim that won the election, but you can never see them attacking. So Obi will continue to be their nightmare. In my place, they say when you take something that belongs to a child, you know, when your hand start paining you, you bring it down. The bottom line is that they know they are trying so hard to shut this man down. They know that Obi won the election. If not, I don't see why they are fighting tooth and nail to silence this man. Like somebody said, today is June 12th. Why should Tinubu's portrait, why should it be, is that what we're supposed to be celebrating? We're supposed to be celebrating Abiola's life today. Tinubu wasn't here when June 12th happened. He was somewhere in exile. Why all of a sudden it will be his portrait? And just like the previous caller said, if Nigeria is not doing anything, like I told you Elvis last week, me, I don't care. I am comfortable where I am. Until people in Nigeria begin to protest and complain that what they are going through is getting out of hand. Me, I sit down here, JJ. I told you I come here just as a form of therapy to chill and listen and laugh and do my work. But as long as Nigerians don't want to do anything, instead they will be on the street complaining. How do you expect something good from a bad leader, a bad government? We already know what 1 year look like. We already know what 7 years will look like. So anybody expecting anything good, this is gonna be, the next 7 years is gonna be shaggy promise. We're gonna see hell. Not me, unfortunately, but people back home. 1 pint of garri I heard is 6,000. 1 pint of palm kernel I heard is 2,005. And then tomatoes, yes, I can understand this is rainy season. This is not tomato season, but I heard it's 9,000 naira. And we are arguing about paying minimum wage. So like the guy on the television said that the NL, the Nigerian labor, they're not even serious, honestly. Those are the most stupidest group of people I've ever seen. I'm sorry, forgive my language. They're not serious. These are the people that are supposed to shut the country down. Do you know what it means if you say in this country that even common railway, whatever workers, sometime last year wanted to shut the country down? The National Assembly, the senators, they were there having a meeting till midnight and they all agreed. These are the people that host the economy of Nigeria and they are being threatened. What is 60,000 naira? And your house, your senators, your governors, and they are millions every month. And you guys don't want to do anything, but you want people in diaspora to continuously send you people money. We have to work extra time in order to, be able to sustain people back home. The question is, for how long are we going to continue doing this? If people in Nigeria don't want to do anything, honestly, me at this point, I don't care either. If I can help, I can help. If I cannot help, I'll tell you I don't have. But people that are back home, how can you say that somebody, a senator, is any more than a lecturer in a university? Can you just imagine that? They are earning 200, 300,000. That is about less than $200 a month. And these people are earning thousands of dollars. And nobody's saying anything. And it's okay with everybody. If it's okay with them, it's okay with me. That's where we are now. But it's so unfortunate that the people that you think that they have sense, they don't even have sense. Including all of them, both in the House of Rep and all the senators. None of them got sense. Akpabio is the worst of all of them. I'm not even talking about Tinubu. I will always come to Tinubu's defense because he never promised you people anything. Or he said that Emiloko is my turn and he's turn. So when we start complaining, I'm like, why are we even complaining? This man never promised you that he's going to do anything for Nigeria. He told you he's going to give you a higher the youth to be in the military and give them Abadu and the rest of them. That is all he promised you. He never promised you good government. He never promised you that he's going to create any job. Look at where we are. Look at Singapore. Like somebody said, look at Japan. Japan has the strongest passport in the whole world. Look at Singapore. Look at, let's not even talk about America and UK and all that. All these are just Asian countries. These are the countries that Nigeria used to do better than. Today, they have taken over the world. And we are still here talking about electricity tariff. We are still here talking about building roads. So Wike is doing something in Abuja, we will have to clap for him. Is that not what he was elected to do? Why should we clap for them? Somebody will come here and say that Wike is doing what? Doing what? The money he has stolen is more than the money that he's using to do whatever he's doing in, over there in Abuja. If you listen to what Fubara said, I'm just deviating a little bit. If you listen to what Fubara said, he said he has about 30 extra billion. This is the money Wike is asking, or 3 billion. This is money Wike is asking to be given to him every month. And nobody's talking about that. We are talking about his building road, he's fusing it. Are we not even ashamed of ourselves? In this dispenser, in this era, excuse me, we are still talking about building roads. We are still talking about electricity. Other people are talking about going to the moon. We don't even have a water supply. We're not even talking about our hair care. My brother, this one tire me. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Rifi. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Don't be only you tire everybody. Yes, that's why we are here. Peter Obi will be on air in the next 1 minute. So, like I said before, we're going to have a long broadcast today anyway. We don't supposed to, but yes, the circumstances say so. Peter Obi will be on air in the next 1 minute. And I want us to follow from the point minute. But let me quickly appreciate CXL. CXL, thank you very much for your super chat earlier on. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. May God bless you. Okay, Peter Obi is coming in now. Let me bring him live from Arise so that we can follow up. I appreciate every one of you right there. Please help us to press on the like button and let's do this together. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you. We are still waiting. We are waiting. I don't just want to put it on the screen. Guys, be doing your part. Just continue pressing on that like and help us to share. Yes, we are waiting for our principal to speak to us. He's going to be talking about the June 12th, talking about the current situation of Nigeria. And yeah, let's see it from there so that we can have more things to talk about today. You know, those of you on the panel, people full backstage. People who don't give submission today, I go remove you now more than obvious because the traffic is high today. Oh, madam, if you volunteer for that, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that we can bring at least one person in quickly before Peter Obi come in. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Okay, let me bring Abdul Malik in first. You know, God Chris, it go reach your turn. Please be patient. Abdul Malik, but I don't see your face, Abdul Malik. I can't bring you in. If you can hear my voice, make your face available quickly. You know. Okay, good. I don't see Dayo Abolo. Dayo Abolo, me you like to see. You know. Thank you very much, my brother. All right. Okay, now, like I said before, let's see when Peter Obi is going to be available. We're going to kickstart with him straight away. I don't want to lose out any seconds. They don't late. Arise, when I see the late, it's 1 minute past 8. If not me just now say I late. These people, they are more professional than us, right? So they shouldn't be. Anyway, Ma, what's happening? Okay, Jonathan, what did happen? Okay, Jonathan just unmuted himself.
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Elvis. Nothing. I just wanted to say that they are not even more professional than you. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. I can say that with full chest.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right. People, since we are not having Peter Obi yet, but let somebody be speaking. Once you see I put a video on air, just stop. But let me call on somebody to speak to us. I'd like to bring in Madam Patricia. Madam Patricia, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast today. Please click on the like button, of course, subscribe, click on the dollar sign as well. Today is a sad day. It's a sad day, actually. It's not a day of celebration. I don't know what we are celebrating because the day democracy died. For me, it is the day the democracy died. It's not a democracy day. Democracy that never came to the light. Was it not the day they perfected their rigging and yes, he won. Abiola won the election, but was the election? Did they pronounce him winner? So I don't know. Sometimes I think it's like people misplace their reason.
Madam Patricia, unfortunately, you're going to continue with that. So let's take this quickly. Yes, we have Peter Obi almost with us already. Let's take it from here. Thank you. Guys, help us to press on the like button and let's do this together.
Years of democratic governance seems like a good time to look at where Nigeria is today, with a declining economy, rising crime, pervasive corruption, and the continuing failure of basic services like power, water, and infrastructure. How do we recapture this country from those who are determined to stamp out progress wherever they can? What does democracy look like in Nigeria in 2024 as various parts of this increasingly divided country try to stand up for their democratic rights and to share in the democratic ideals promised by both June 12th and 1999? Can this Democracy Day become the corporate vision that can unite all Nigerians in that vision? I'll be joined in the studio by one politician that many believe could yet be massively consequential in defining Nigeria's political direction, Mr. Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election. It would not be an exaggeration to say that few contemporary
Whatever caused them to collapse is came from the elites and possibly the top politicians. And you allow them to lose their savings. They even allow some big people and some big institutions to be able to get their money back and then allow poor people. I know a man whose entire life saving of 80 million is in that bank. He's worked all his life, he's late, his family depends on interest on that money. I know those who put money in community banks, microcredit banks, and all sorts of saving institutions who in turn put it in microcredit, Heritage Bank, and you allow it to collapse. They don't even know where to go to. I live in the village and they're running all over the place, crying. When would this country start caring for the poor? That is the problem we have here. And we must deal with it. When you see this massive corruption going on, if it's not budget padding today, it is undisclosed subsidy payments, it is inflated contracts, and all sorts of things, which we should. So these are issues we need to deal with. These are issues I even want our agencies like EFCC to start dealing with. Not arresting Bobrisky and Obi Kubana, or whatever, Kubana big chief priest. These are minor issues. We have things that are going wrong. Our speaker, through one of his aides, in April, said we are losing 300 barrels of crude every day. People like Tony Elumelu have said we are losing over 50% of our production. But let's speak at that was specific. 300 barrels a day, Charles, times 75, which is the minimum you can get today, is $22,500,000. At the rate of 1,005, it's 33,750,000,000 naira every day. Times it with 1 month is $1,012.5 billion naira, which is about what the 3 tiers of government share every month. That's where I want our agencies who are pursuing people who are corrupt to be. Budget padding in all this area, that's where they should be. Facing it squarely, not arresting Bobrisky because he dressed like a woman and spread about maybe 500 naira. I can assure you that if you call Nigerians today and say, hey, we're going to feed only women in this hunger time, it's just, I don't know, all men will dress like women and go and collect the food because we're all hungry. We will even have to dress Bobrisky. He wouldn't even know what is in dressing like a woman. It's not easy. The wigs are sold in the market and everything. Everybody will turn into. So these are things we need to fix squarely.
On that note, I want to thank you very much indeed. Mr. Peter Obi is the presidential candidate, or was the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. And of course, he joins me in the studio for the special Democracy Day chat. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Charles, for having me.
All right, all right. That is our principal right there, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. You know, he don't talk to us. I like us to take it from here because I believe everybody have a lot to talk about here. Destiny, I need to see you once again. You've been on the backstage for so long. So, okay, good, good. Thank you. All right, guys, I appreciate every one of you. I'm going to allow Oga CM, if he's available, to manage this for us. Oga CM, please, if you're there, Madam Patricia, you need to continue from where you stopped earlier on, but I'm going to leave the platform for Oga CM. But let me confirm his audio first to be sure if Naim will go leave her for.
Who is to speak next? Good evening, Niger Watch. Who will be
Thank you,
speaking
sir.
next?
It's Madam Patricia. Madam
Thank
Patricia
God today for Garcia voice.
audio.
Everybody there, thank God. Oh, no. These people stuff. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. How many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Oh, we're not even full. Bring in more people now.
Black Panthers virus did not work today, so let's carry on. Go ahead, Mr.
Not be fake. Well, bring in more people now. I thought we still have chance on.
Yes.
Okay.
During the broadcast, people will join shortly. Don't worry.
Okay.
But Madam Patricia is the next person, then followed by Mr.
Sure.
Jonathan, Black Panther, then before you.
Okay.
Then come to give us a mandate, Destiny and Abdul Malik.
Okay.
I beg, give us our mandate out.
The virus man is
He did fight today, Abi.
Okay.
Chris, we lost him. We lost Oga Chris. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I think Madam Patricia is here now. So, Madam Patricia, please, you have the floor. At least you are the person who will be here. You are free to speak on anything now, because including whatever thing that Obi raised, anything. So
yes, I will not take long. Thank you again, Mr. CM, for making yourself available to moderate the show today. Like as I was saying before, I say today is a sad day. It's not supposed to be a day of celebration. It's supposed to be a day of mourning. You know why? Because the democracy they said they are celebrating. Has there ever been democracy in Nigeria? That's the question we are failing to ask ourselves. Democracy that the military juntas, retired from military and then wear uniform, wear civilian agbada and shokoto and start ruling us. And then that was 31 years ago when they truncated the victory of Abiola. That wasn't democracy died now. That was when he died. It was a exercise in fertility, because they mobilized everybody to go and vote. But when people voted who they wanted, the power that be, they said no, it will not happen. That was the only true and fair election that Nigeria has ever had. Since then, that was the first and the last. And it didn't come to full. It didn't come to light. The one that won, we're not made to sit there. We're not allowed to sit there. They killed him. So what are we celebrating? Is there really a democracy day? I think sometimes Nigerians don't think deep. Okay, the people that are oppressing you, the oppressors and suppressors, they want you to believe you have democracy. So if we want to go by it, is it really a government for the people? Is it by the people? Is it for the people? That's the question Nigerians should have been asking. Who is celebrating? It's only these people that are celebrating. They are the ones celebrating, not Nigerians. And that's the message that Nigerians are supposed to be passing across. Not that we will also be saying it's a democracy day. It's not a democracy day. Celebration of democracy day. There's no democracy in Nigeria. Is it democracy for people to not to be allowed to protest? Is it democracy for people to go to want to hear their pains and they are displeased, and then they kill them? Is that they open fire on them? Is that democracy? Is it a democracy that military will stop you on the road and harass you, molest you, abuse you, brutalize you, including the police? Is that are we really in a democracy? Democracy? Please look. To be honest, I think Nigerians lack. I would say they have the missed priorities. That's what I'll put it. I don't see how we can be joining them to say we are celebrating Democracy Day. For me, there's no democracy. For me, this is just still it's a dictatorship. We cannot say it's democracy. We can't say so. Okay, look at now. You know what it is to erect a portrait that is a 67 feet. What is that telling you? That's a symbol. Look, there's symbolism. You have to be able to read what, symbolism means a lot. Is that not Tinubu telling you that it's coming to reign for perpetuity? If this is not the plan, how will anybody with his right mind erect that kind of stature, and they are going to put it in a place where everybody will be seeing it? Okay, is he thinking of somebody else coming that will remove it? No, which means nobody is coming. Nigerians, you are really hard for a very long ride. I think Tinubu is probably his son to take over. From his son to the next son, that's how you are going to see Nigeria. The way this thing is going, you say it's a Milo Koabi. Okay. It's already very, very clear that it's really it's telling you that this has become hereditary. It's going to be hereditary. That's what I gather from that portrait that was erected for him. I gather that he's going to turn it to his dynasty. Nigeria has become the Tinubu's family's dynasty. It's become a family. They call it Cosa Nostra. It's become their business. So if Nigerians think the next election is going to be somebody coming from any other party to come out, you will see what will happen. We are in for a very long ride. Paul Biya of Cameroon, is that not what he did? So that's what we are going to see. Just wait and see. Mr. Elvis, I'll leave this thing here, please. I'm angry. I'm not happy at all. I'm sad. It's not a democracy day. It's the day democracy died for me. It never started in Nigeria. I will stop here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you, Madam Patricia. Actually, you are not alone. Nobody is happy. You can see you can see what is it called, the sadness written all over people's faces. Nobody is smiling. Let's say, I think that was 1993. It's not 31 years ago. Yes, 31 years ago today, Nigerians turned out to go and vote. Like everybody observed them. I think I was in Lagos then. Not much, nothing like no skirmish. I mean, maybe one or two, but all over the country, people reported a case of free and fair voting. Then you trust Nigerians. The next thing is to tune into radio and then start to follow up developments. As time goes on, we start hearing. In fact, that day there were results released, I think within 24 hours or thereabout. There were results released out of 30 states because there were 30 states then. About 20, I think 23 or 24. I think it's about 6 states left before they say it's Halilu Akilu and then IBB goons. They have to storm INEC office and then order Humphrey Nwosu to stop further release because Nwosu, what he did at Abuja was to place a billboard, just like advertisement, this thing you see, or a scoreboard you see in National Stadium. The result as the INEC is, in fact, not everywhere in Abuja, but INEC headquarters at Abuja. So you don't need to come into INEC. You can be on the road. Just look at the billboard. You see the result coming out. It was flashing it there. So before they stopped everything, of course, I be two people now between Tofa and Abiola. Unlike this day, you say there are 18 presidential candidates. Then there were two. So it's one will be a winner, one will be a loser. So we all know what happened before everything started tumbling. So that is the truth. The thing was free, it was fair. Whatever they did, MKO was coasting home to victory. So that was the issue. And then look at where Nigeria is. So you can see what happened today. For those that could remember, we are very small, young then, fast small. And then look at today, we are still talking about June 12th. Okay, I think in tribute, assuming Niger Watch has it, in tribute, I would love him to go and Google and then on YouTube and then say Nigeria on the march again. That is the music we should even play today. Maybe one before we close, we play it. Looking for Mr. President. MKO is our man. Oh. Anyway, that is by the way. I think the next person to speak should be Jonathan, I believe. I think it's you.
Okay.
Jonathan.
All right.
Okay, I
Thank
think
you.
you are with us. Yeah. So 8 minutes
Thank you.
from now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. CM. I greet all the panelists. Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. Thanks for the good job you are doing. All those on the comment section and all the callers. I greet everyone. Please take time to like this broadcast. Once again, thank you and welcome. It's that statement, Nigeria is not a democracy, is going to, I believe today, it has been re-echoed over and over again, and it will continue, not just today, for today alone. As long as Nigeria remains what it is as of today, we will continue to say that. Nigeria is not a democratic country, pure and simple. They can say what they can be wearing their babariga all over, going, pretending that they have a National Assembly, a Senate, and a House of Rep, pretending that they have state governors, pretending that they have local government chairmen all across the country, just painting, call it painting, just to paint something to make it appear, look nice and good. But underneath it, it is messy. Underneath it, it is stinking. A stinking wretch. That's what it is. Nigeria is not a democratic country, period. That's what it is today. We saw the election that happened, just all these examples were just in the last 10 days. South Africa, India, Mexico. In India is the most amazing one. I followed it all through. They had their election, I think, for almost a month. That process. Close to one.
What's happening? Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
I was saying that.
Jonathan, it's 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost 3 weeks. India election. Close to 1 billion people participated in that election. Can you hear that number again? Staggering. 1 billion, close to 1 billion people exercised their constitutional right in India. Barely 24 million people voted in Nigeria. If it is even up to that, if you really want to cut it down in Nigeria, about 20 million plus.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes, please go ahead, my brother.
Okay, close to 1 billion voted. How many were quiet in the election, sir? If there's any number.
I was watching it on Al Jazeera. I followed the election, here and then, every day for 3 weeks in the election going on. There were no cases of friction, of people fighting, nothing.
Okay, just oppose that to Nigeria, sir.
It is day and night. The difference between day and night, that even a blind man knows that this is night. A blind man knows when it is night. You can't even compare it. Barely 20 million people voted in Nigeria. And it's all disaster, catastrophe all around. They can't even manage that election. You are talking of almost 40 times that number voted in India. 40 times that number voted in India. And at the last day of the election, a day, the second to the last day and the last day of the election, that was when I saw the people that participated, they are like the people that counted the election. I saw it on TV. The rural area, India is a very big country. Rural areas, deep. You know those women that wear wrapper, those Indian dress, the way they dress in India, they are village women. They are the ones that counted their votes, for crying out loud. The community people in those high mountains areas, very deep, very far away, their vote counted. Those people, their vote counted. Then on the last day of the election, we're saying this because Nigerians don't know. They think that everything that is happening in Nigeria is normal. It is abnormal. On the last day of the election, when they announce it, you see on the street of India, they are watching it on the street, the live screen, the results. In Mumbai, in Delhi, they are watching it live on there are widescreen TV. I'm talking of giant screen TV all over the city. You see people in the market, they stop by, they are watching it. They are watching the results. And in Nigeria, we say we have democracy. There is nothing like that. It's not even close. Where people are disenfranchised. Nigerians don't even know what is democracy because they are depressed, the most intimidated people in the world, and it's not an overstatement. They are the most intimidated people in the world, the most depressed people in the world. And we're talking of democracy. What are they celebrating? They are celebrating their own largesse. They are celebrating their own day of their victory day. They are taking a victory lap in their loot and in their stealing of the Nigerian Commonwealth. That's what they are celebrating. I saw the video when some people came out and they're talking about, demonstrating in some part, of Lagos. And somebody made a comment that they should go and fight the insurgency. Yes, that's a statement of fact. They are bullying the Nigerian police. They are not, when the way they are just bullies. Go and fight insurgency rather than intimidating, harassing, insulting citizens, carrying out their constitutional rights. You are intimidating them. You are harassing them all over the place. Are you not ashamed of yourself? The police, they are fighting for them. Instead of them to be fighting, they are living in abject poverty. They are even fighting to get a decent minimum wage for them. What they are doing is they are carrying guns and guns all over the street, intimidating and harassing people. It's so sad in Nigeria. It's a state capture. Yes, Mr. Peter Obi described it perfectly well. It is a complete state capture. Pure and simple. The entire country has been captured. You talk of a democracy. What kind of democracy where it is the court that will determine the winner of election? Is that democracy? Did we see any court in South Africa last week announcing results or cases have ended up in court in South Africa or in Mexico? Mexico, where there are gangs all over the place, people that live in Texas, they were allude to this because they are very, even like they have borders. There are gangs all over the place in Mexico. We didn't hear of cases of people buy, or even there are some hiccups here and there.
As a matter of fact, the Mexico election, they voted here in the United States.
Yeah, you see,
Mexicans that live in America, they voted here in America.
clean
And the
election.
Mexico election, it was just 2 women in that race.
Time
Women.
is up. Please, excuse me. Your time is up. Your
Thank
time
you,
is up.
thank you. Let me just round up with Dr. CM on that note. Clean election in Mexico. Compare that to that of Nigeria, and they will be talking of democracy.
Okay.
In fact, it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Okay.
CM. Really appreciate it. I leave it at
Thank
that.
you. You people should remember that today is Democracy Day in Nigeria. I keep saying
Which democracy? Which democracy, Dr. CM?
Now, hold on. No. I beg you. Today they say it's Democracy Day in Nigeria, but today I have a personal story because of MKO. June 12th, I remember it very well. There we danced at the street of Elasamaja in Lagos. Lagos Badagry Expressway, everywhere people were bubbling. I can only what we equate to that day was the day Nigeria defeated Brazil at the Olympics 1996 in August, Atlanta 96. So the song every kid up to university professor was Nigeria on the march again, looking for Mr. President, on the march again, MKO, is our man, oh, MKO, is our man, oh, now he go make our country better. Is our man, oh, I beg you, make you vote for him, oh, is our man, oh, make you vote for
Don't
him.
do.
Make you vote for him, my brother.
You still remember these lyrics like that?
It's our man. You know, say my song now. Anyway, well, like Babangida said, they finished Nigeria anyway, but that is by the way. So, Destiny wants to please, if you are still with us, sorry, maybe some people God must have gone, but Destiny,
I'm still with you guys.
if you are here, 8 minutes, give us what your thoughts on whatever. Thank you.
I still there last time, not day, because Nigeria, the way person did, like say, not this time around. But it's even DSS or police, army, all of the customer will not call the talk again for country where we say we call it celebrate democracy. At least, even if for those people not get shame, today they supposed get shame at all. Shut up. They supposed don't get shame, say shut up. Let people come out. They not say they want to come fight. They not say they not say they want to buy anybody. They say they want to demonstrate. And now call it democracy. Now not we don't let these people come outside. Just talk, say, just carry, even in our water, they carry for handle, na flag or anything. Just to say, we not go green, we not go green. Man. That country. My biggest problem now, they'll see they tell us we pray. All those DSS, so all those where they are rock, the ones where they DSS barrack or army barrack or whatever. So they know they go, many of them they go mosque, one of them they go church. They know they fear the how is it possible? I mean, they don't bring that Ogu, Ayilala, Amadioha come back now. It doesn't have for better pass. Because now we the fear password, we know the fear Bible. More just tell ourselves the truth. This Bible, Quran, we know the fear now. Because they know it's not be our own. It's just like flag where they give us. If na Ayilala or Ogu or Amadioha, now they still make all these politicians they swear. I believe they don't know they do all these things what they do. They know they do. They they respect themselves. They comport themselves. And they okay, what thing they call they celebrate? Why they call they tell us that they celebrate democracy? What thing they celebrate for inside? Because for democracy for another country where we did so, if you come and come protest, they're not they beat you, they're not they lock you up. Highest police will just guard you, make you not destroy something, make you not fight. At least, wahala dey o. How this thing want to stop? We never know. But all people where their house now go they tell you say come back home. Come back home. You when they not fit do anything, you dey fear say you go back. See yet Fulani still dey cry all of una. They see the carry una go corner. Some our guests where we say they not see something shop. They still they use they say because of what they call it hook up. They collect their pecus, collect their everything. Still yet, we see the fear say we no want buy, and still yet we see the buy. It not better move all of us just pack come at once. If they want pass some, make they pass some more. We see whether all of the good. All these people go see get sense. Because if they don't come like say with the fear, with the fear, with the fear, we come they buy one by one, one by one. If one come by now, we come say Fulani na do am more. We don't know say not be Fulani really do on government. Because if government really put something, stand, full left for ground, who be Fulani? Who be the Fulani? Abi who be the man where be say go just call person or you can go see for any Facebook or whatever. You just can't go your house. You go to share body anyhow. Now because government not pull left for ground, because if you don't finish, if you fit get any contact of one policeman where they up, if anywhere they carry you go, you just call down and say, bros, they don't carry me. Okay, which station they carry you go? No worry, before you read that, call the DPO. Now say you reach. Everything don't finish. Before you know, they'll tell you, you where this thing, now you even get problem sef. If they give you problem, and you go abandon the case by yourself, you don't go your house because money don't finish now. Tomorrow does say me you come, and they don't say you not get money. Next tomorrow does say me you come, and they don't say where you from the corner, you must spend money to go there. Or they call you, they tell you tomorrow, next tomorrow, next tomorrow. They don't do like that. You they spend money, they go, they spend money, and the if I say if you cost my guy, if not, because they don't say that one, you get money past you. If you get money, take even if na fly, one fly go fly. If na road you want use, you go to use that anyhow. You where the guy brother, or by sister, or by people, you don't get that kind of money. Which kind of country can't be this one? But all this one now, and all these people now they go still go church tomorrow. They go still go mosque, and now they go still dey front of seats. And all those our imam, all those our pastor go still dey tell them say we get one honorable or we get one minister, we get which how do they call themselves? Elder statement. If we would say more than talk, that statement not even do Nigeria now. If how we that statement they do now, so that all these one, all those will not be a that statement, nothing like a that statement. All those one they just be a that problem, all of them just be. And our pastors, our imam, now they promote them. Who how will person walk on do all this one? You did. That one now, we did not say old person they fall. Old person they fall. If you don't old, because I remember that time you get where old man or old one they reach. I remember our grandmother dead. Yeah, now we tell us I beg not to go farming. If you know say you don't your father old or your man, tell her not they go not collect office post. Until they disgrace children. If for the same I will not go laugh at. Now person tell her me go there. You know, say you don't old, you want the for anyhow. You don't know how to carry leg. You go down for like say because they say if person don't the old, you talk to small people. Talk to small people where come the wakana. If small people for will not the laugh, will laugh because kege, and yeah, we be call on that time. Then you for will still laughing at kege again. If you don't say you don't old, you know what I mean they laugh, you dey your house. The person we're not going to for anyhow, did there. If person fall, the guy person will pay for, will not say this fall. Now mistake, not be where you try climb with you know say you not even reach to for you to fall. You just dey fall like small people will not even know anything. Come to tell us more, no laugh. My brother will go laugh this matter here. And now we don't laugh, I'm gonna leave us more laugh. Because age, everybody they pray to old. But not be when you old, instead of me they relax. With all the whole money where you don't get, you never need to relax for house. They advise the one. I'm not supposed to advise anybody where they see how you supposed to know more if you really get the brain, although we know say you not get that. See how you do, see how you know do. But you still want to force yourself, enter there, sit down there, go there for any hour, you tell us no, not laughing. A day like this, now you supposed for.
A minute more.
They don't give the country problem. They give the country disgrace up and down for everywhere. All the whole world now don't see as a. I know even democracy day. For another day, more no say people not to see you. But the one I surprised me say that your TV station I post this one. I be they do mistake. Only God know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Destiny. Today is Democracy Day. Na him go make our only hope, oh, he's our man, oh, na him go make our life better. He's our man, oh, I beg you, make you vote for him, oh, he's our man,
Oga
oh,
CM,
MK,
why you
oh,
dey
he's
call
our
this
man,
thing?
oh.
Oga CM, why
Hmm?
you dey say Democracy Day?
I beg,
You
waiting.
just dey
Me and you
repeat
know,
am.
me and you, they different camp
Oga
today.
CM, there are so many issues to speak on. No, I beg.
I know, I know.
Moon, I forget all this democracy day when I was young.
Nigeria on the march again, looking for Mr. President. Okay, the next person will be Abdul. Abdul, are you with us? I said, na him be
Are you
our
going from right to left or left to right? Which one they go anti-clockwise?
Now left to right, and I know see
You're
after
supposed
this.
to go
all
to
these
Black
people speak
Panther.
so.
A Black Panther. Now you're
Okay,
supposed to be
Right to
done.
left, left to right.
Okay. Black Panther. Okay, let just go from since after I don't call Abdul Malik. Okay, Abdul Malik, hold on. Let Black Panther go. At least now democracy.
Make him say, make him say, relax now, relax. Let Malik go.
No, I want to know how they go
Hold
so that I
on,
go
man.
relax.
No.
Whether not left
I
or
don't have
right.
problem. Let him speak. I don't have problem. Even though I
Exactly.
speak down later, no worry. Let him speak.
Thank today na democracy day. Don't worry.
Yeah, kick me
Black
out.
Panther, you go speak.
Yeah, kick me out. Do some other
Abdul,
Okay. Naija want to
sorry,
do that. Don't
not be sorry. Now the way in go.
No, I
now
know,
the
I
question.
know. Black Panther, no worry, no problem. All is the same. Speak.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Mr. Nigeria for bringing this issue up, and to everybody. We have all heard our man, a son of the land, Africa most African son, man that sees the issue, the man goes around the circle. He is defined, and his definition is right there for the world to see. I want to thank the patriot that has been speaking. May God bless every one of you, and those at the comment section. God bless you too. And I want to thank one of the heroes of the democracy we are seeing now. We allow him to come onto because and acceptance from his own tribe. But thank God, this day has come, and we remember him. That's the person of MK Abiola, the Orolem Kakan of the land. I want to start by to question one person in the comment section. Mr. Justin Manuel, we know your best. We know your betters.
Your destiny is really
They are not here. Oh, it's cutting. This network is getting on my nerves. Are you hearing me now?
Okay, yeah, continue, yeah.
Is it? Okay. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, we know your betters and we know people like you. I guess you are not living in Nigeria. You are living in diaspora. And I've mentioned here that the diasporans are worse than what we have on ground. Are worse than the Nigerians because they are the ones that are seeing the beauty of democracy in wherever they live in. But they want the dirty things, the kind of things that is dehumanizing to be perpetrated in their own land. Let us look at it, Mr. Johnson Manuel. I want to address you. You come every day and sit on the comment section and start making all sorts of things. saying that Peter Obi is not this, Peter Obi. Peter Obi he has spoken that is talking directly to the issue on ground, not even to the personality. The issue on ground. Can you listen to that? You went to school. Listen to what he's saying. You now say your own thing concerning the issue on ground. Is the average man buying bread for 200 naira? Is the average man buying coke for 50 naira? Is the average man entering Okada for 500 naira?
Bros, forget people that they are paying to make comments. Don't mind them.
No. I just want to address him so that I know the issue Nigeria is facing. If you are one of those that have been paid, I've already seen you, and I've already said before you even came into even before you knew internet per se. They have paid you all, and you are one of those cells they built around the world to come here to speak on issues that are not knowledgeable. Just go against somebody because you hate him. That is the same thing that happened in MK Abiola time. You just hated him, let them bring him down. He's down now, but people are shouting his name. People like you, Johnson Emmanuel. Now, I want to ask a question that I've been asking before. Is Nigeria a country? Because you must be a country before you now form a profitable and a strong, virile democracy. If the needful is not done, you cannot get any other thing done. That is what I've been saying. I've been saying it all over and over again, and people will continuously say, what is he saying? You must have a constitution. You must gather together on how you are going to rule your land, how you are going to till the soil, how you are going to respect each other before you now start talking on other things that will make a country solid as a bond. But without that, we'll continue to go down, because you can see what Peter Obi said. He said Nigeria is on a knife edge. Really on the knife edge. He has dealt with so many economies. He has made an example, talk on the issue, made an example concerning China, Japan, and so many Asian countries. But people did not believe him. He made mention of famine. How he's going to turn the revolution, how he's going to have a revolution in famine. And that's exactly what Burkina Faso, a military man who is not democratically elected, he's doing now. Let everybody go and watch what that young man, 34 years old boy, is doing. He's turning Burkina Faso to a powerhouse in Africa. Look at what he's doing in defense. They have insurgents in Burkina Faso. Just look at what the application of science and tech in his defense. He has brought an equipment that can monitor the entire West Africa without none of you know what is going on. They will monitor everything. They will monitor insurgents in Nigeria while they are in Burkina Faso. They have that technology right now as we are talking. And when we make mention of technology, people will come here and bully us. I won't blame them because they lack knowledge. Because they'll be paid to perpetrate their nefarious and nonsensical all over the network. I want to say something here, lest I forget it. Nigeria must sit tight. We gone at the era where whenever we want to have a day like Democracy Day, we will all come out. That is the time for us to say we want to rally. Gone are those days. Rally should be done every day.
Okay, 1 minute.
And the rally must be precise. We must define what we want and where we want to start from. We want something that will talk on the Constitution, because what is on ground now, anybody that dive into it will mess up himself if it's not disciplined, if he doesn't have a vision for his country. I must have forgotten something I want to speak on, but I know in the second quarter I'm going to speak decisively on it. I was going to say two people that have done great mighty things, that stole my heart. That's kind I wish God will give unto me. That is what I am going to do in Nigeria. Let it be the last thing I do. I will do it. Two people have stolen my heart in Nigeria today. One might not be your friend, but it is good to talk good about somebody when he does things good, no matter how he does, no matter where he passed through. But we need to talk about it because this is a new thing that has never been done in Africa, and it is done in Nigeria.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you, Black Panther.
And to talk about it when they are still alive.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that is it.
Hello, give us a mandate. Are you still with us?
You didn't call him. Nobody heard you.
No, I said give us a mandate. I'm calling him.
We are just hearing you now.
Yes, that's why I'm calling him. Are you, I think he know he's the next. Okay, he's not available for now. Give us a mandate. Okay, please. Let's hear you.
Let the next person go. I'll come after them. You can put me as
thank you.
a next person.
Okay, Abdul, can we hear you if you're around? Abdul
Okay,
Malik.
good evening. Yeah, good evening, Nigeria.
Thank you.
And good evening, CM and everybody in the panel. You see, I see no reason why Nigeria are celebrating democracy, which we know they are not practicing democracy. But why are they celebrating democracy? They don't practice it. Why are they celebrating it? What is democracy? It's a government by the people, especially rule of the majority. But they don't do it. Why are they practicing it? And why are they celebrating it? They don't practice it. Nigeria is just like joke country. They are joking. They don't know what they are doing. Look at your practicing democracy. Look at last election. Somebody came, just said that if you not vote for APC, don't come here to vote. You should not vote. Imagine, is that democracy? And today now, people is about to peaceful protest, but they send army troop everywhere. Is that democracy? Where somebody don't have his right? You cannot speak. When you speak, they use army for you. They send army against you. That is not democracy. We should not celebrate democracy, because even me, I don't want to talk about this democracy because it's not my problem, because they don't celebrate, they don't practice it. Why are we celebrating democracy? Which is, we don't practice democracy. Nigeria is just like a joke country. They are joking. It's when the citizens are ready to take their country back, because the way it is now, it is getting out of hand. Understand? It's not by joking, because it's affect everybody, no matter where you live. If you are sending money home, no matter how you are wicked, if somebody call you from your family, no matter how you are stingy or you are wicked, you hear somebody is sick or there is something happened to somebody, you must try to send money. Yes, that's why it affect everybody. I'm telling you, those people, I don't know what they are doing there. They are just playing. That fair, the Tinubu fair, that is just sign that it's a sign. It's a sign for him. He need to arrange himself well, prepare himself. That is just a sign, beginning. How can you fail in a public? Imagine public. There is nothing wrong with you. We know that many presidents fail, just like Joe Biden in America. But look at the way Tinubu failed today. It's different. Yeah, Joe Biden failed. He misstep. He missed his foot in the step when he was climbing an aeroplane. But Tinubu, where is he going? Look how he failed today. That is just a sign. You need to do well. You need to govern people well. you are tracing people that spraying money, but you cannot trace people that thief oil, embezzle our money. Look at EFCC. What are they doing there? Yaya Bello today, they have never talked about Yaya Bello. You see, how can we grow in this way? We can never grow. We can never, unless we change this type of system, or else we can never grow. We cannot go anywhere. Yes, we need to change those people. We need to chase them out, because it's not going to be easy work. But we need to do something that it will make them fear. No matter how they send the military around, how many are they? Let me just example. Both Nigerian military, police force, air force, and navy. They are not up to 3 million. But how many population? Nigeria population almost 200 and something million. Why can't you go for peaceful protest? When 5 million people, 10 million people, max go to the government house, how many military? They cannot do anything. Nothing they can do. How many are they going to buy? Nothing. But it's just fear. That fear is in their mind. That's why they cannot do anything. And how can you be hungry? There is nothing for you. You don't even know what to eat. But you cannot even come to talk about your right. How? It's somehow. Which fear? How many are they going to? How many are they going to buy? How many? How many are they in Nigerian military or police? But how many citizens live in Nigeria? When 5 million people storm that government house, yes, they cannot do anything. You know what is 5 million people? They can't. It's just because of there is no unity, nothing. That's why you see that they cannot protest peaceful protest. Look at what happened in Essence. If they do something similar like that, you will see what will happen. Now look at minimum wage, 62,000. Even some governors, they say they cannot even afford it. Imagine Solodo, that governor, that governor.
Am I hearing you saying 5 million? If 5 million Nigerians come out, all the politicians will take the next private jet. All of them will get out 5 million.
Yes. That is what I'm telling you. They are not serious. They are not serious to protect peaceful protest. Because when they're serious, if they unite, when 5 million, 2 million, 3 million people, how many are soldiers? How many are police? All the forces in Nigeria, they are not up to 3 million, all of them. Both police, air force, and soldier and the army. But they are not corporate. There is no corporate, no unity. That's why you see all those rubbish is happening there. Yes. Apart from that, they started from their local government. Any government person that is working is around there, they stone the house. Yes, they do that first. It's not by, even though you don't go to state or federal, starting from your local government first. But they are not serious. That is the reason why the suffering is going on, because those politicians, they know their wicked point. Imagine today, you call today democracy, but people want to go and protect peaceful protests. You send police and army against them. How do you have what is democracy? Is that democracy?
A minute more.
Is that democracy? It's not democracy. That is autocracy. You are using force to scare people away. They don't have their right. Rule of the majority, but they don't have it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you. Well said. At least they are listening. So the next person today, they say is democracy. They make you vote for Ramo, my brother. It's our man. Black Panther. Oh, sorry, not Black Panther. I nearly caused confusion. Give us a mandate. Okay, it's no longer. Give us a mandate. Yes, are you ready now? Give us a mandate. Okay, I have to pick out F. Emmanuel. F. Emmanuel, are you with us? So that you have your time now. F. Emmanuel.
Hey, Dr. CM, what's up? Happy democracy.
I beg you. Give us,
Let me go before him. Let me go before him. Let me go before him.
Happy democracy. You
Okay,
are late.
hold on,
Sorry, you have to wait.
hold on.
Give us a Monday. You have to wait.
Excuse me.
You can't be keeping management stranded.
Okay, it's okay. I mean, today na democracy day, so let's be democratic. Give us a mandate. Give us a mandate if you are ready. Start now, please.
No, let him go. Let him go. It's my brother. I actually want to put this leg. Let him.
Please. Okay, hold on. Okay. And give us a mandate. I mean, sorry, FA Manuel, you can go now, please. 8 minutes.
All right, I greet on now, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy democracy.
Okay.
Well, it's unfortunate we find ourselves in a crazy situation. At this democracy that we are celebrating, that people are using cucumber now, I heard, to make stew. I've never heard that before. Cucumber that you use to do salad. Now it's cucumber now you use in preparing stew. That is that what it can see what democracy has brought to us. You know, it's unfortunate we find ourselves in this kind of situation. I was listening to what the president was reading. He was mentioning the fallen heroes that fought this democracy. You know, so the question now is, if those fallen heroes should wake up today as we speak, will they be happy that their life was lost for this democracy? If they should wake up now as we speak to see the state of Nigeria as a country, will they be happy that this same democracy they fought for, this is how far he has brought us, economically, socially, and otherwise? In fact, if you ask me, we don't have democracy. What we have is which crazy will I even use? Because the truth is, this is selective few that just connived, some gangs of robbers now put a whole Nigeria in prison and lock and took away the key. They decide what to do part-time. That's no democracy. Microscopic few that have locked up a country like Nigeria, a country filled up with milk and honey, mineral resources everywhere. The other day, Natasha Akpoche was talking about the gold bill. Yeah, we are only focusing on oil. All those men with their big tummy and agbada, they could not look at that direction of gold that we have in this country. Everything was just centered on oil. What a concentrated risk for us as a country. But thank God, Natasha Akpoche have been able to, brought up the bill and her land has passed second reading. I hope by God's grace, it's pushed properly and accepted by all. It will become our number one oil, not even second, because it's one of our major natural resources we have in Nigeria, which have not been harnessed. So that is for that. But for this democracy, for me, it has succeeded in bringing poverty to Nigerians. It has succeeded in turning legal luminaries to become constantly political liars, where they will see red and they will judge that is white. So there is nothing to write home about in our judiciary. What about our military? That at least these people we act based within the ambit of the law. They have become political as well. So they are just there at the beck and call of every criminal that call, they begin to act as if they don't have their senses anymore. What about our police? Nothing to write home about. Even the ordinary Nigerians like you and I, how far? Nigerians too are also one of the major problems of their problems. Keeping the political jobbers aside, we Nigerians as our own self, we are also one of the problem too. Probably we don't really understand what democracy is. Maybe we don't really understand, or maybe few understood what democracy is. And the most painful part of it is that even some of us that are in diaspora, we are still supporting this criminality. In fact, some of us are in this side of the world. We are even aiding them, supporting them, helping them do what they are doing. You know. So can you now see that the problem is shared? It's not only the political elite alone. Even the ordinary Nigerians is corrupt. The baby in the womb is corrupt. The little boy in the street is corrupt, naturally corrupt. Give him one step, he will take 100 steps. So they have succeeded in changing our values. The only thing average Nigeria thinks now is to cut corner. Anything that can give him fast money, that's what he or she will subscribe to. Like I said, anything about life is about choices. I have said before you, life and death. But I advise you, choose life so that it will be well with you. But unfortunately, Nigerians have decided to choose death. That is why we have found ourselves in this kind of situation, in this kind of darkness, no light, no good road. But we keep hearing billions, trillions. What are this money meant for? We don't know. Our life is not getting better. The elderly are not getting good health care. People are being pied. If you check the number of people that are pied since the advent of this democracy, it's far higher than the Civil War, people that were pied in the Civil War. So it's unfortunate we find ourselves here, but we have to share the blame.
A minute more.
So Nigerians, you have seen it. For the fact that you have refused to rise to the occasion of your rights, you still remain where you are. Learn from the prodigal son. I will arise and go to my father. But we will have refused to arise. We are sitting one corner talking, murmuring, complaining. It doesn't work that way, my brothers, my sisters. Wake up and get back your country, like Peter Obi said, and Dati Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you very much, F. Emmanuel. Well said. I hope they are listening. So I think the next person before
I can go now.
Okay, yeah, before you come on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Am I good to go?
Yes, we agree, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. CM. Thank you for all that you do. Greetings to everyone, panelists, commenters, and Nigerians all over the world. Miss Elvis, we also greet you. Mommy Diaspora, we greet you. Thank you very much for all that you do. Well, I don't know if there's anything to actually celebrate about the Democracy Day. I honestly don't know. That cannot be far-fetched from what other panelists have said about the country. The country is not getting better. Things are actually just getting worse by the day. And I don't know if in the long run prayer is going to do it for Nigeria, because I don't know if that's going to actually solve it for the country. But as it stands today, the country is in a mess. Well, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, thank you very much for all that you do. We do appreciate you. But one thing I want to say to Arise is, Charles, I think sometimes is becoming unbecoming for most of these anchors and then interviewers and all that, because most of the question that Charles was asking about Mr. Peter, where I was asking Mr. Peter, to me, most of them, honestly, are not the crux of the matter. For me, that's not even the crux of the matter. Today, what does the economy say today? I believe Arise News, you don't have your own independent power supply. You guys are probably running on diesel. You know how much it costs to run your channel. And most of the questions that you ask, honestly, for me, they are not it. They are not it at all. I mean, between Soludo and Mr. Peter Gregory will be my own president. The time of Dr. CM is here. He's from Anambra. He can give us a rundown. The last time I checked, when Peter was the governor of Anambra, he did construct road and then the road, rain flushed them away. And you are saying that somebody said the 2 years of Soludo is better. I really don't know if those should even be your problem. Your problem is there is insecurity in the land. People are dying of hunger. Education is destroyed. You are not even secured. And you're asking some questions that to me they are just irrelevant. But you know, in Nigeria, what can we say? Only God will help Nigerians. Both the media people and the politicians and everybody is just confused. So confused race of power too. God save the country. Then they said Tinubu fall. Well, I don't know for follow, but would that be another talking point that they are giving you? Did they really fall? Is it like a Photoshop? They said it was his own TV alone that showed it. What happened to NTA? What happened to was Arise there? Was Channel there? What these guys they cannot fake does not exist. So Nigerians, where did he fall? Did he fall on camera or behind camera? So I mean, I don't know. I leave it. But who should fall again? You just compare him to Dagon in the Bible. When they took Dagon to the house of when they took the Ark of Covenant to the house of Dagon, Dagon fell. Dagon fell. So who for fall? If not be Tinubu, with all due respect and sense of responsibility, who for fall? If not Tinubu, didn't he steal the mandate? What over 200 million Nigerians, apart from supporter, maybe let's say maybe 180 million, or maybe let's say 100 million, or maybe let's say 150 million, suffered for. Somebody sat down somewhere and say, Oloko and in connivance with Mahmoud Yakub, they ring him in as the president in court. So who for fall? Thieves fall now. Criminal drug baron the fall. It just shows you that there's nothing. The problem of Nigeria is too much for him. Let him go and Oga, the name there, you cannot do it. Just go and sit down at home. Let the man that knows the job do it. Let him do it. Guinness is about to leave now. GlaxoSmithKline left Nigeria. What was the replacement for GlaxoSmithKline today? I had some Nigerians say, let Guinness go. Now they go. Maybe it will help us to create our own brewing company. Mr. Chris did analysis for yesterday. Compare the brewery in Benin, and then compare the Guinness. Compare to Guinness. The difference is clear. GlaxoSmithKline have left Nigeria. What is the replacement that the government gave you for GlaxoSmithKline? Nothing. So if Guinness leave, nothing will replace them. But mind you, Guinness they are not just producing alcohol; they also produce malt, some other things that are not alcoholic. So, but the question is, when Glass was left Nigeria, what was the replacement your government gave you? But more, we still leave. These guys are clueless. They don't sabi the job. They don't know it. Even the expo we gave them here, they cannot even implement the expos. You gave them expo, they cannot even work with the expo. That's how clueless they are. So for me, I don't know. But when time reach, Nigerians were like, the police or the army, let them continue to do whatever they can do. They are not, they are also in the suffering. But one thing you must understand that is a state capture. And they have compromised the police, they have compromised the army. Don't be surprised. Most of them now are in court. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Most of them that are even wearing those clothes are out. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. So for me, nothing to say much here than to just keep hoping. But I don't know any country that was built on hope. We need to understand that. Nations were not built on hope. Nations were built on strategy and policies and indices, economic policy, Bible policy. Those are things that nations were built on, not on propaganda or lies. So, I mean, I'll eat the mic, but
okay, thank
tomorrow to come and say what we have to say. But God will help us. The country will get better one day. Thank you very much, Mr. CM. I do appreciate it.
Thank you. Give us a mandate. They say today is Democracy Day. Make you vote for Ramo, my brother. It's our man. Oh, make you vote for Ramo, my sister. Everybody make una vote for Ramo. It's our man. Oh, SDP, People's Choice. On the march again.
Mr. CM, Dr.
MKO, it's
CM.
our man.
Thank God say you don't say today na democracy day. You say
Dr. CM, have you gone to get your wig? Peter Obi said all men now should go and get their wig. Go.
Obi said one thing that I love. He said, if government decide to say only women then go feed, everybody go become Bobrisky, dressed like a woman. To tell you, say that one no be arresting Bobrisky. It's not part of. Anyway, Chris, I think you are with us. Chris, you are next before the next person. After Chris, it will be Tone. Chris, these people.
I did hear.
So Guinness don't leave Nigeria, come back to Ireland, come meet you. So,
no, I did hear.
Thank you. You
can for me, Sha, I think today get as it be. Yes. Even as with the praise Abiola, I think my most valuable player, MVP now, Niger Watch, for making us to benefit the dividends of democracy. You know, he gave us this, even if we are saying democracy, no democracy, but I believe we have all enjoyed democracy on this platform. We've been able to express our mind freely, irrespective of the political platform we belong to. To the extent, Niger Watch wouldn't even want to take a position so that he doesn't interfere into our wishes, into our thought processes. I think for me, that is very, very profound. And for that, I say happy democracy to Mr. Niger Watch, and thank you, sir, for all you do. And the people on the panel with me, I say good evening to you all. The people on the comment section, happy democracy, if I'm permitted to say that. And Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you and happy Democracy Day. Well, I think I'm just going to agree with what the people on the panel, we've all, I think for the first time, we are all on the same page on this issue on democracy. Well, sometimes we've all been on the same page. Because I'm not really going to say much. If I just go through what everybody on this panel has said, it's all one thing. And that thing is that we are not ready yet. We are not where we are supposed to be. And we are not even on the direction to where we are supposed to be. Is it Madam Ife who started by telling us that, look, the people are not serious enough, that they need to do more if they really want to liberate themselves from shackles of political misrule. And Dr. Sien was just being nostalgic about the events of 1993, which has been 30 years ago. And Madam Patricia was too sad to talk about what was going on in the country vis-a-vis this issue of democracy discourse. And Mr. Jonathan took us back to India to let us know what happened in India, the way they've perfected their democracy with a population of over 1.something billion people and hundreds of millions of people eligible to vote. They conducted election without any glitches, and they had a result. And Abdul Malik was the same, he shared the same view with Madam Ife, which was basically, now we sabi, If we like, we free ourselves. If we like, we don't free ourselves. And what about Black Panther? Black Panther is still stuck to the Constitution. He said we didn't have a country, and that is true. We don't have a country because we don't have a constitution. Because the very first sentence of our constitution even betrays everything. We the people. I don't know when Abdul Salami and co now became the people of Nigeria. Then give us our mandate, of course. We know we'll give what our mandate always stands. Was talking that we need to promote this country better. We need to be better than the way we are now. And F. Emmanuel, the same trajectory. Everybody, we've said the same thing today. Because the reason I'm playing all these things back, if you see the events of 1993, is it not shameful that the total number of people that voted in 1993 was just over 14 million? This was an election that was manually done, option A4. And 30 years later, Mahmoud could only give us 20 million people when the population of the country has almost doubled. We just got a marginal number of 6 million people. Isn't that shameful? Is it not even shameful that Abiola, the number of votes they announced for Abiola was like 8.7 million? And the same votes they announced for, what was his name again, Tinubu, is just 8 million also. So 30 years later, we are still stuck on 8 million to declare somebody the president. And this is just a stark reminder that we are going backward, like everybody has said. We are not going anywhere. Imagine 1993 election. The Indigbos that people are calling names today, that they want to divide Nigeria, they want to do this, I have maintained on this platform that if you are talking about Nigeria, these are the true Nigerians, these are the true Democrats. It will surprise you people to know that 3 of their states went to a northern candidate, Tofa. 2 went to the SDP. That was the only region in Nigeria that voted equally, almost equally. Of course, there are 5 states, so there's no way it could have been 2.5, 2.5. But today, what do we have? It is the same people that are being vilified up and down. Look at the last election that we had. Look at the way they were stopped from voting in Lagos and every other person that expressed a different opinion. And we think we are doing democracy. This is not democracy. We are just fooling ourselves. We are disgracing ourselves. We are not going forward. We are not ready yet, like everybody has said. We are not even on the right direction, not to even talk of achieving something. If we continue like this, it will just take, it's only a matter of time. And the people that ought to know better, the likes of Showore, is busy. He's busy fighting the people that are fighting the same cause with him because he wants to be at the forefront. And this is why the Western people that we so castigate, this is why they are so different from us. Nobody is interested in taking the glory. Everybody, they are just working together to ensure a better society for everybody. And yesterday, somebody made a very profound statement on the WhatsApp group. Said we keep praying for a better Nigeria. Do we even have Nigeria in the first place? Even though I'm also praying for a better Nigeria, but when I read that statement, I was like, yes, do we really have a country called Nigeria if we really have to be sincere to ourselves?
1 minute.
It's not just, okay, I'll just round up with this. It's not just Nigeria. It's about the continent of Africa. We keep talking about colonial master, colonial master, colonial master. Look at what we are doing to ourselves. Is it not the same colonial people that colonized India, Singapore, Malaysia, Bangladesh, all of them that are doing well? Look at what the man in Rwanda is doing. He has changed the constitution 5 times to remain in power. Just 5 days ago, he disqualified the only lady candidate that was on course to defeat him. This is the same Rwanda president that disqualified this woman in 2017. In 2023, he disqualified her again. That is how backward we can be, irrespective of the roads or the economic blueprint they say Rwanda is doing in Rwanda. I don't give a damn. This is
Okay.
democracy.
Okay. Thank you.
So with that, I want to thank everybody for all your contributions. And Mr. Nanjawas, thank you so much and happy Democracy Day. Thank you for giving us the voice to be part of this democracy.
Okay. Thank you, Chris Dublin. At least you took a tour de force. You remember, which means you were attentive to what all the panelists have been saying, because you gave a succinct summary. Thank you very much. That means you've been listening. You didn't lose your attention. So, Tune, before you come in, they say today is a democracy day. SDP people choice on the march again. MKO Isawamano. Tune. Tune, are you still with us? Uh-uh. Tune? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm here. 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, yeah. So thank you. Today is a democracy day. What do you have in store for Nigerians?
Demo nonsense. Anyway, this is to say to say my sorry for all the Agbado people. The president fell as our naira is falling. In fact, I recall that Baba told us earlier that he doesn't listen to social media. Later, an hour later, when he was giving a speech, he said the fall was swagger, that even is in all social media. Another lie. Listen, our country is just becoming a mockery and a joke every day. A joke, a huge joke. What is an over 80-year-old man doing in that office? What does he want again in his life? That's what I just don't understand. And to top it all, top of everything, you're celebrating democracy that you participated in murdering, in abusing. It's just like a rapist coming to say to carry a placard saying that no to rape. That's what Tinubu and his gang are doing. You raped democracy, you abused democracy, and you're coming to do some sham. Some very soon he'll go to. We'll hear that he's gone off to France to check his back for 4 billion naira. See, listen, we're in trouble, though. This is even more than a state capture. I don't even know how to describe this sort of thing. We are in more than a state capture. And that is why it's very, very important for all our Ido brothers should think and consider very carefully who they will be choosing for the governor later in the year. You need to choose very, very wisely and carefully think about it. Do not allow any sentiment, any village sentiment or anything to come your way. Think very, 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 very carefully. And the way this thing is even going, let's just be honest with ourselves. These people are going to win 2027. 2027, they've got in the pocket because they are ready to unleash violence if they have to unleash violence. Now, somebody said earlier that he's possibly grooming his sons for one office or the other. I truly believe that. It says something very, 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 very dynamic happens to kick out all these criminals and bring them to justice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Tune. At least everybody has taken a bite of the cherry. Actually, I should speak now, but you see, I beg to be a bit different. Not because I don't have something to say, but June 12th, do you know why I'm saying this? For those that we reminisce, look back, those that remembered, the introspection is, what if June 12th election was not annulled and they allowed MKO with his popularity and his vision to handle Nigeria for 4 years. Who knows? He must have done 8 years or whatever it is. At least that the man should be alive today with us. But I'm not God anyway, but I can only predict. Now look at, we are still comparing June 12th. At least the election held that year is still the best. Ordinarily, we should improve with time. But how come 31 years later, or 30 years, yes, 31 years later, we are still referring to the election conducted on June 12th as the freest? No technology, just direct option A4, stand behind the person you want to vote for, they count you, record it in. Peaceful. No ballot snatching, nothing like Agbero disturbing you. People were under the sun, people voted and drank and shook hands. When the election results started coming, then the military man came to truncate the people's wish. So please, it's a very special day, 12th, June 12th. I say 12 because, not really because people may not like MK as a person, but the fact that democracy, we were able to conduct the election that day peacefully. I give credit to Professor Humphrey Nwosu, who did it. He knows how he did it, trained his staff very well every time. Nothing, no violence, nothing. At least by now, nobody can bring any charge, say something happened on June 12th. No. Even MK, everybody acknowledged it. So why are we still in this mess? That's why sometimes today I've been singing this song. May I just give me after all 8 minutes I deserve. So even if na 3 minutes I use, may I no verse because it's something that Nigerians will remember. Nigeria on the march again, looking for Mr. President. On the march again, MKO is our man, oh. Now he go make our lives better. He's our man, oh, for progress and a better tomorrow. He's our man, oh. Now him be our only hope, oh. He's our man, oh. I say make you vote for him, oh. He's our man, oh. Make you vote for him, my brother. It's our man, oh, make you vote for him, my sister. It's our man, oh, everybody make una vote for him, oh. It's our man, oh, SDP people choice. It's our man, oh, MKO. It's our man, oh. So I thank everybody.
I mean, now you, now you put the lyrics of that jingle together. Because 30 years after, the way you they sing them.
It's a national anthem. Even primary school, everybody, it's like national anthem. That just to tell you, because I mean, 1993, before you know it, because of that happiness, enter 94, they win Nations Cup for Algeria. USA, Nigeria qualified for the first time to play World Cup. That same 1993. Oh, that year gave Nigeria progress. For the first time, Nigeria qualified. Everybody were throwing themselves for all over anywhere you go, say we are going to the World Cup. Make we see Nigerian flag for World Cup. And Nigeria performed that at a USA 94. So you see, when growing up, we saw all these things. So but look at now, instead of having something like you reminisce, you feel that those are the worst days. But now those are the better days than now. It shouldn't be. So I concur with everybody who, whatever sort of misgivings we are having, look at the issue. For instance, look at the question Peter be answered. They say Tinubu inherited a dead economy. Of course, that's without doubt. We all know Tinubu inherited a dead economy. But what angered people was you came and you are behaving like a drunken seller. If you use 90 billion for student loan, somebody might ask you, where is that 90 billion? Say, look at all these students. Definitely, by the time you share it among all the federal universities, the students, about 10 can say, thank God for this student loan and I make me go school. But you use 90 billion, go say, Allah Akbar for Saudi Arabia, you come back. Go and pray.
Dr. Seer. Dr.
Yes,
Seer.
what does that? Yes, what
Sorry
does that
to
mean?
interject you. Inheriting dead economy should even be the more reason why it should be economical.
Exactly. That's what I'm coming.
Using our resources.
That is what Peter Obi said. If you inherit a dead economy, then you now have to cut costs and then behave like some. In fact, I remember my man, Professor Sam Aluko, under Abacha. He was telling Abacha, he said, Nigeria, we know they behave like people where they owe money. Now, so in talk, do you know why he said it? He said Nigeria will jump plane, they go Paris, go they tell them how you go reschedule that. He say invite them here. When they come, you show them the most expensive hotel, reserve expensive. If na this Ragolis water of maybe 10 naira, you go put them for 210 naira inside that hotel. That where then go pay. He said the small change where they collect from there, and you go reschedule and say in maybe in 3 months we come back to see this, then go. He said Aluko nine talk him. He said this is how you do it. So can you imagine what he will say today? So that's why somebody like me, I'm not happy with Tinubu. One, you came in and you are buying 160 million naira car. Even if it's in Nigeria, if you are buying 160 million naira car from innocent, I still won't like it because
See,
it's
no
too
verse.
expensive.
Now the person
Because
will not get sense. Now go dey happy with Tinubu.
exactly, because 160 million naira car, even if you are buying it from innocent, it's too expensive. Instead, you tell innocent do the one of 10 million or maybe 6 million. But this 160 million, now abroad. So 160 million multiplied by 109 senators. Then 160 million multiplied by I think now 300 and is it
Yes, now.
435 House of Reps. So when you multiply this, you see the billion where we
Mm.
take away. The only thing you get
They
is
just transport them outside.
the only thing you get back is a piece of paper, receipt. That's
Yes.
all. Oh. But supposing Tinubu carry this money go Lagos, as per say na him be the former governors, the man nod say nod do some, innocent do some. That money go there Nigeria. Then the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) go don tell innocent bring your book. Innocent go pay tax. The man in the Lagos go pay tax.
Dr. CN, people will not believe
Invariably,
on country. Now you dey talk to, they not believe on the country.
then invariably the money go come back. When people talk, you say hey, the economy is dead. That is what you do. But
At
you know
least
even
15% of that money, 15% of that money will come back to the
we
government
come
through
back,
tax.
and then innocent go happy say we made sales, so at least make I know whether to employ more 10 people or diversify. Then not in Lagos go there. Even some people will no get and go say since Tinubu is buying medicine, I go start my own car manufacturing this thing. That is how economy grow.
This thing you are describing, Dr. CN, is just it's the economics you do in A levels.
It's true.
It's A level economics.
But they did not believe in the country. That is what thing we need to know. They did not believe in that country.
So gentlemen, this is why people are so enraged. Look at the level of suffering, and then you are distributing money as if to say, you just did. You see. So when I was listening to a platform earlier today by what they were talking, people were annoyed. So what really pained me in Tinubu's own is that not really what you inherit, but how did you address the problem? That's what people are saying. If you come during the time of plenty, you can say, okay, go on and say we have money, just what to do with it because oil boom. But now you are okay, and all this money you are borrowing it. No, can you imagine putting 90 billion towards power? Refinery, how much will it cost? These are the problems you inherited. You came in when the refinery weren't working. You came in with all these problems. In fact, anybody to be Nigerian president when Tinubu came in, you don't need a manifesto because the thing is, we all know it. Even if you say there's no manifesto, we know it by our fingertips. It's staring us in the face. You don't need to write grammar. Do refinery, do what is it called? Bring up power. These two things. Then people will say, okay, but you left it and you are busy spending money in a bloated government. Just they throw away money. So they better do and all of them, they see the one to pocket and they are talking. It's so painful. So that's what the anger of Nigerians towards him. He didn't behave like somebody who came in the midst of hardship. He should have said, okay, he toned it down. That
Dr. CN,
that made the
sorry.
Nigerian car he refused to buy is what
Dr.
made me to say yes. Thank you.
Dr. CN, sorry, just 10 seconds. What I'm about to say, I'm not going to assume that they know. As simple as it is, they don't know. See, it is easier for a president that inherited a bad economy to become an hero than a president that inherited a sound economy.
Because anything you do, they say after all economy good. What you do, should be we done there. But if you exactly, it's better you come when the thing was very down. Everybody no give you. Then you start to turn it around. People, if to say na one refinery 9 day up and running now, people go the hell and say at least so before you reach 4 years, the whole 4 go they run. And before you know it, he said, no, every car now will buy made in Nigerian car. Starting with you. Before you look, even if you forge certificate, you do this, you rig, people will forget about it. Because Nigeria want to identify, then you come and you are still behaving like, look at the way you, okay, student loan, nothing. They're just wasting money. That's why P2B said, you built, Nigeria has the highest number of homeless people in the world. Yet you are using 21 billion, before it was to be 15, 21 billion to build a house, to house only one person and the family. Vice president. Why more than how many million are in the street roaming? So who do you need to house more? Mind you, those 25 or 20 something million are homeless, but vice president is not homeless. So it's only that they want to elevate him, bring him up. Oh God, there's no, they say no tact. That is what TACT. There's no tact. That is why people are annoyed with him. Not that the problem he caused it, but he made it worse by not addressing it and even rubbing it in the people's face. Buying expensive cars for what? What are you telling us that?
Oh, that's
When
it.
make,
Sorry to digest you. It's building a home for someone that doesn't even have a constitutional role to play.
It's true. It's true. The VP is not homeless. He's been living in a house. Rather than say you want to declare emergency on power, emergency on a refinery, emergency on homelessness. Look at people in refugee camp in Benue State, in part of this thing. Why not send them home? Do your proclamation. I've said it one day because somebody, I think I've mentioned it one day, that even if you don't like somebody, there must be something that even if your enemy will do, you may come out to acknowledge it. Say at least he did something. Go to Benue State, stand in that refugee camp, presidential proclamation, CNC, that you declare today this thing should be disbanded. Go back to your house. People will hail you. That's why it's not to you are not awarding contract. It doesn't require budgetary, nothing. Just proclamation alone makes you they said, yeah, it's the CNC. Everybody will carry out your plan. But I don't know whether they forget to tell him some of these things. There are low-hanging fruits you can do without budgetary, without even spending money. Just your body language and what you say. We give people hope. They say economics is a game they play with hope. If you talk your economy down, foreigners go just run away. But if you just they give them, say, look at all the things we have, and you are showing it, you say we started cutting costs, we are no longer doing this. Our car manufacturing plant, we want them to expand more cars. Germany is in how many car manufacturing this thing do Germany have? You have Mercedes for those, you have Porsche, you have BMW, you have Volkswagen, you have what is it called, Opel, at least 5 in one country. A country that is not up to our population, one country. Then you go to Japan, you have Honda, you have Toyota, you have Nissan, you have Suzuki, you have, there are many of them now. People help me. So all these things in one country, what is the population of Japan? And then you go back, you go to something like Sweden, less than 10 million people. You have a Volvo, you have a Scania, and you have the other one, I think they call it, forgotten. So, say, hey, Saab. It's a country that is not up to the population of maybe Oyo and Ogun State. You see? So how can you they see why Nigeria need up to 20 or 10 car manufacturing different cars so that we stop buying Oyibo? Job go full everywhere. Tinubu doesn't think in that direction. And they are talking of people are saying 2027. Look at the mess Nigeria is now with very wasteful. This government is the most wasteful. How can you be borrowing money and you spending money as if tomorrow no day? So that is what is spending us, and that's why I'm remembering MKO, because if to say we got it right, then that's why I say Nigeria is still looking for Mr. President. This will never be president.
Dr. Sien, Dr. Sien, Dr. Sien.
You know that
this president.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Rapanta, just a second, please. This president just have one single agenda. The whole world know this single agenda. And the agenda is nothing but is my turn. So whatever that is happening, it shouldn't come to us surprise. Somebody just say it's my turn. So anything where we see, make we take them like that. So he has achieved his aim right from how many years he has been aiming that position. So he has achieved it. Whether Nigeria good or no good or no nasabi.
It's true. It's a Western report. To be honest, it's yes.
Do you know that Nigeria would have had 3 manufacturing companies that manufacture cars now. 2 in the north, 1 in the east. Do you know that? We have 2 guys that have manufactured electric cars in the north. We have 1 manufacture a sport car made of fiber materials. He has made a prototype. He has brought it to the university. He has gone so many. Yes, he has gone to so many companies. Up till now, the northern elite that call themselves power brokers, they could not garnish themselves around him and make that man a prototype of the best out of Nigeria.
It's a shame. Anyway, well, it's true. At least everybody, this thing has shown. I mean, Tinubu, people should advise. I mean, you don't waste the opportunity. Like Jonathan said, it's better to. You could have been a hero coming when the economy was down, because anything you build on, add on it, people go to hell you. Than to come when everywhere is hallelujah. Even if you do, people go say, after all, you don't did there before waiting. No, be you do this. But this is opportunity to shine. But no way. He's hell bent in still enjoying at that age. What are you even doing? By now, you should have been telling people, look, you've had the best years of your life. You've got a private jet, established, rode in the best car, did everything. Now you should have said, our border, anything we can produce, we won't import it. You only just say you close border and then tell Nigerians. You live by example. That's what people be saying. Show them an example that you are scaling. You go even say you are scaling down. The moment you say it, you will win at least 50% of Nigeria. Will say, oh, the man no say we the suffer. Then all we hear is that 90 billion to go and say hallelujah, to go and say Allahu Akbar, you pray, you come back. 90 billion don't go. Where can you source it? We no see them. But if you give it to students and you are saying you use it as a loan, definitely in the next 10 years, people will say, if not be that loan, I for no go school. That is how to build a safe country. I'm see Niger Watch, please. I think we should.
Dr. Sam, well said. Nigeria does not lack human resources. That does not lack. Nigeria does not lack natural resources. Nigeria have got good brains that can make things happen. If you come to US here, 3-4 hospitals you visit, I tell you, 60 to 70% doctors there are Nigerians.
It's true.
So Nigeria have got everything that has to do with life, everything that has to do with better government, everything that has to do with wealth, more than Dubai, more than Singapore. Nigeria has got everything, but we don't have the heart, the 0.1 man that will make it happen. Why? Because of greed. There is one thing that greed does to human being. It makes you think right.
Because of this thing, one moment, Black Panther, you come. Because of this thing, Black Panther said, I will start looking at Burkina Faso closely now. From tomorrow, I will start to monitor what is going on in that country. Because of this, that Burkina Faso is massive industrial, agricultural revolution to start with, and then look at what they're doing. In the next 5 years now, they will topple Nigeria. They will be saying that. They may even say we don't need.
It's not topple Nigeria. It's not matter of topple Nigeria. They are working towards. See, it's not a competition. They are working towards a viral economy that is sustainable by themselves and by their no technical know by themselves. No influence from Western countries, but by themselves. That is what we want in Africa. By ourselves, buy our product and export our product to Western world. Simple.
Dr. Sam, is it Burkina Faso that's already moving towards energy sustenance? They are investing in solar and they are trying to start a nuclear power plant.
Solar and nuclear power. Solar and nuclear power plant.
Overtaking us. And don't forget, in that country, there's no leakage. They don't spend 50 billion to build that for their vice president and things like that. I was listening to Mr. Jonathan earlier. When you were making your analysis, Dr. Singh, when Mr. Jonathan said it was A-level economics, Mr. Jonathan was like, do these people, do they really know what they were supposed to do? I think they do. Because if not, how come their personal businesses, they are able to manage them? They know how to do their businesses. They know how to give Shagori everything. They know how to invest in everything. But if it comes to managing Nigeria, they deliberately, that is my belief anyway, that they deliberately keep everybody poor. That's
Mr.
just
Chris.
my belief. Yes, sir, I can hear you.
So I think earlier Dr. CM was talking about you shine more when the things are down. Do you guys
No,
pay
I
attention?
think it was Dr. Jonathan, I mean, Mr. Jonathan that made that point also. That the
Yeah.
best
So
time to even prove. So it
Yeah.
is when you inherit a bad
So
economy. It was Jonathan. It was
I want to make
Jonathan.
I want to make a comparison now. Barack Obama, you guys know when he came in, right?
Yeah.
There was recession in
Yeah,
America, right?
when Bush just left, isn't it?
And there was
2009. There was the economic meltdown when he came in.
Everything
Bush
went
messed up
down.
the
It was
economy
went
now.
down. Yeah, it was
Bush messed up the
Mr.
economy.
Jonathan was right on that. It was a
no,
very
it
profound statement.
was just right on point. I just want to make that
Yeah,
comparison. So
it
now,
was
when
right.
you compare Barack Obama when he came in 2008, the election was in 2008. I think they saw him in 2009. Americans were some even lost their lives because one thing with America, their investment can just be in one place, and once they lose it, they just give up. Some fight themselves, but the guy came in, and as soon as they came in, they put things together. By the time Barack left, by the time he left, I mean Trump came after Barack now. Trump enjoy good economy now.
Barack handed over. Wait, let me finish it. Barack handed over a good economy to Trump. Trump messed it down.
My brother, you didn't let me finish now. Barack, Trump, like Trump said his father gave him how much did he say his father gave him? So Barack also it was his father in economy, in presidency, gave him a better economy. Barack gave Trump a sterling economy, only for the guy to now begin to give money to his friend. So
Anyway,
Tinubu would have shined. But I think, see, and I won't. Ferreira, when Mr. Ferreira came here and said to CM, you are telling these people to do something. What would they do? These guys are not here to do anything. They are here to grab us. You know what? Do you know what Dele Alake is doing today with gold? Do you know how many jets allegedly come to Nigeria in Samfara to take away gold in the night without Nigerians knowing? Do you know? And that's why it bothers that
People
Nigerian
started
youth.
cutting. Come and look at what people are doing to this.
The men, they are not. The men cannot even stand up to go and protest today. You are scared of police. Well, I mean, I won't blame you, but I mean, all pie na pie. Whether you like it, you go pie. Whether you don't like it, you go pie. All pie na. The men would have risen up today and take their country back, but they all chickened in. So, like we said, the best time to shine is when everything is done, because we've seen it. Barack did it in America with the help of his economic.
Can we start second quarter, Mr.
Okay,
CM?
let's please. Okay, let's do. I don't know. Tiger Watch is still not timing us.
It's
Okay,
for 4 minutes. Let's round up fast.
So let's do for 4 minutes, and then otherwise after that, then we can do some more of this talking. So Jonathan, let me start from you. After Jonathan, I go to Abdul. After Abdul, Destiny. Oh, if Destiny is still here, Destiny, F. Emmanuel, Chris, give us our mandate, and Black Panther end with you. So Jonathan, let's start with you. Let me go that way. Jonathan.
Did you say 4 minutes, Dr. CM?
Yes, 4 minutes. Let's just run your thoughts in 4 minutes.
Thank you.
And then...
Thank you very much. I greet all the panelists. All the submission today has been.
Today is Democracy Day. Today is Democracy Day. Remember.
Even as democratic, even as a Democracy Day as it is.
Let's round up 10 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't hear what
we're just starting the final round.
10 minutes.
Which one? Don't wake up. 10 minutes. You didn't wake up on the right side of your bed.
How many minutes?
I don't hear what at the top.
Now 4 minutes. We just go.
You just wake up for junction. You
It's not for me. I don't do the year. I don't dey talk.
Make sure say Black Panther and give us a money not
So
participate.
at the years is
Anyway,
Like one more send terrorists come your place.
Go back to classmates again. Go back to classmates.
It's okay. Let Jonathan.
my
Let
phone
Jonathan take off.
na that one Jesus dey wake up.
Okay.
He dey sleep before.
all right.
Okay, Jonathan, start now. Thank you.
You know, when I said
I've been on Nigeria network now.
Oh no.
when I
Please,
said
allow
when
me.
I said it is much easier for a government that inherits a bad economy for that president to become a hero in the eyes of his people. It's not just out of the blue. It happens, and somebody gave the instance of Barack Obama. It's much easier. All you need to do is just take just one policy matter, just one alone. The people will think that you will be next to God. One of such in Nigeria is housing. Housing is visible. People can see it. People can relate with it. Not all this palliative, you are distributing money that we don't know where the money is ending up. At least we know the one of Beta Edu, where they open accounts all over the place distributing money. People cannot feel it. It becomes a challenge for you to prove. But when you build houses, even forget about roads, people will still be challenging you. Who are the contractors? Housing is the cheapest, followed by Medicare, followed by health care, rather. If you have been building houses, people are seeing it. It's visible. You can defend it. And it's a low-hanging fruit for you as a government that really meant well for the people. Housing. If you cannot, these people, housing. Build houses across almost 774 local government across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Even if you are building 1,000 houses per local government, and Mr. President is so busy moving from one local government to another, opening one housing complex to the other. This month you are in Jigawa. 2 weeks later you are in Maiduguri. The following week you are in Lagos. You are in Abia. You are in Ekiti State. You are going like that. Like within the 6 months, you have opened like about 12 dozen estates across the country. Tell me how you will not stand and defend your government. It will be difficult. You will be an hero. It's simple, but going around, all the programs they brought out is all the program for them to loot. Programs that will be easy for them to steal. Those are the program palliatives in this state that Nigeria is distributing palliative. Can anybody come out? Can anybody point out to his or her family members and say they received the palliative? A country that has no standard, no organized register, crooked criminal register that they purported and they produce themselves. You are using that to distribute. Very
1 minute.
crooked way.
One minute
all
more.
these things cannot work. And finally, I will ask them again, Mr. President, where is Nigeria's crude oil money? See, a country that is not transparent economically can never grow. That country, if you are not transparent economically, tell us how much. Even let's give you 2023. Okay, we give you from June 2023 to December 2023. Mr. President, where is Nigeria's crude oil money from January to date, January 2024 to date? Let's even account for that. We can't. And people think that Nigeria is going to turn around. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. Thank you.
Dr. C, I'll leave it there for now for today. Thank you. Thanks to all the panelists.
Thank you very much. And happy Democracy Day. Then the next person should be Abdul Malik. Abdul.
Yeah, greetings everyone once again.
Okay, 4 minutes.
Please, we should stop saying Happy Democracy Day. On Happy Democracy Day for Nigerian. And we should stop saying Nigeria is celebrating Democracy Day today. Depressing Democracy Day in Nigeria today. Because there is nothing like democracy in Nigeria. But where are we celebrating it? There is nothing like democracy. You know, there is something where somebody say, this government meet bad economic for the previous government. Okay, why they can't call the other government to question? You see, okay, you meet the bad economy from the previous government, but why can't you call the other previous government to question? How is it like this? You see, I don't understand how they are governing that country. Those people, I don't really know if they have sense or they have brain. Now, you meet economy that is not good, previous one, but you not call the order to question them. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? You quiet, you are just blaming somebody that he has ruined his position past. Okay, rule, he made it bad. Why can't you call him an order? Why is it like this? Where is the money go for? For me, there's no need to blame him because you did not call me to order. How did you use the money? What is the money go for? What did you use the money for? They don't know what they are doing, you understand? The country is just like it's just like the set of people that are ruining us. It's just like circle. Understand? It's just like click, circle. It's like crook. Yeah, the thing is that when the citizens are ready to take their country back, they will do it. And which is somebody say in the past, which is Chris, they deliberately put Nigeria for poverty. That is true, but what is the citizen doing? If they cooperate, they say, okay, those people really they are suffering us. Let us cooperate and take our country back. It's not going to up to 1 minute. They will take that country back. Because when the masses do something, majority when they vote. Those people, they are minority, they are few people. How many politicians in Nigeria? They are not, it's not up to 5 million, but 200 and something million people are living there. It's just because of there is no unity. That's why this rubbish is happening there currently. Look at Nigeria, many years you have an independent, but there is nothing to show. Till this time, we are still talking about electricity,
A minute
hospital,
more. 1 minute more.
and a road. It's a shame. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next person should be where is it? The next person, Destiny. Are you still here with us? Mosu Destiny. Please, 4 minutes to round your thoughts. Oh, good. Yes, you are here. So
I'm
4
still
minutes.
here. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
CN.
Thank you.
Uh,
Carry on.
like Abdul Malik said, he said, why should they ask about the previous government where they said they did not leave any money? My brother, the way I'm seeing it, even the previous government, they leave money. They are just using all those rhetorics to deceive us. Because you are telling us that the previous government did not leave money, and you have never proved any one of them that served in that government. And some people are still telling us that even the dead, sorry to say, the prime man, because I'll put it like that come out and say he did not know that there's corruption in his government like that. How will I be a father in my own house? I will be the father in my house. I will not know some of the thing that is happening inside my house, not outside my house. Because when the children go out to misbehave, that one you may not know. But inside your own house, you did not even know whatever they are doing. Definitely, you are not a father. So if you are telling us that they did not leave something and you did not prove anybody, nobody have go to jail, nobody have been accused. The one that accused is just like people that you did not like. You are selecting some. Is it that are you telling me that Festus Keyamo did not misuse any fund in his position then? So that's why all those things that they are telling us. Me, I'm looking at it, they just want us to have something always talking about. Because it's true. all of them that serve in that February tenure should be probed up to now. But no one is probing. Then you are telling us that they did not leave, they dry the treasure. My brother, they did not dry any treasure. They just want us to be talking so that we will not find them, we will not hold them, and hold them accountable of whatever is going on. That's my own belief. How will you tell me that all those things is happening? Nothing. And up to now. Dr. Sneer, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Destiny. You know, it's painful. So, F. Emmanuel, are you still with us? If you are, please, let's have your final thought as we are winding down. We are descent now.
My brother will die here. Today na democracy day, so we have to trash out all the trashables. First of all, this government.
So when you say trash out the trashable, that means the service is not closing anytime soon, right?
Mr. Elvis is how to give us more bonus time because some of us that we are in North Coast, we need more time.
No worry. Oga F. Emmanuel, you will find boss who will go by that Northwest Coast.
Today na Wednesday. Mama.
Okay, continue.
Black Panther, don't take my time.
I beg. F. Emmanuel time remain 1 minute. I beg.
I beg. Now my head, they won't rig the election. All right, a quick one. See, Mr. Elvis and Dr. CM. This government has no reason whatsoever to make Nigeria better. Why? Because I remember bad days in Uniport. I have a friend that every semester he keep giving me some kind of gift. I said, why always Sharon we give to you, boy? No, don't understand. All those B, C, where they get so now copy. When I stretch my neck from left to right, anyhow get something to copy and modify. They make me pass. I don't get time to read because the guy was opportune to work in Totafina F. So why am I saying this? Labour Party, Obi, came with this mantra from consumption to production. That is an expo for this government to even copy and do something good with it. Yet they didn't do anything with this kind of open expo for them to even do at least a little. At least that's okay. Let me tighten the security of this country so that farmers can go back to farm and produce. They are not thinking that way. Then they didn't even think, okay, let me, after tightening the security, okay, let me make sure that all the roads, federal roads across the country, let me fix them. Let that be zero pothole. At least for internal transportation, movement from one place to another so that they can transport their produce. They didn't think that one. Rather, they went outside and were looking for investors. The little companies that are at home, they are leaving you. You are not able to fix what is within you. They say a bird in hand worth millions in the bush. It's not how they say it. But they left what they're supposed to do and be looking for what is in the Sokoto in their Sokoto. They went to Sokoto and be looking for it somewhere else. Are they coming? They are not coming.
Okay.
Rather, the one that is inside, they are leaving you.
1 more minute.
And you come today to come and read the democracy for us. Is that democracy will go chop? So you say that statistic will go chop. Now look at it now. You're reading democracy for us. Is it democracy that we will chop? You change national anthem. Is that national anthem that we will chop? Thank you, Mr. CS.
Thank you very much.
Above all, if even for join, I said I want yourself. Now,
I think Oga Chris is the last person. I think so. Yes, Chris. Right on like him. Chris. Yeah? Can you people hear me?
Yes.
Then where is Chris?
Trying to unmute.
Chris, if you like, I will take your time because I did best.
No. I did try on mute. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yeah, I think there's a general consensus that there's nothing to celebrate about the democracy. But as for me, I think the ability for we to talk about the democracy in the first place, it's a win for all of us. And I must thank Mr. Naija Watch again for this platform and that has given us the opportunity to all be part of this democracy. But I think I cannot but agree again with Mr. Jonathan, because I remember then there was this policy Obama helped to champion, and the $1 McDonald's meal. $1 McDonald's with everything. I don't know why our politicians they are not taking the same advantage of the bad economic situation to make a statement for good governance, but rather it's just complain, complain, complain. They are not partnering with anybody, but they are keeping their side clean, protected, and they're leaving the people to continue in their abject poverty because they know exactly what they are doing. They are not interested in the life of you and I. They don't care about our welfare. So the solution still lies in our hands. If we are all waiting and hoping for these guys to do the needful, it's going to be a long wait. And that is why I keep urging people that we all should be actively involved in politics. We should be in any way we can, even if you are not a politician, you are not in any political party, but any way you can, even commenting on this discussion, just making a comment, clicking on the like and share button, sharing this broadcast alone. That way, you are doing your duties as a Nigerian that is willing and wanting to make a better Nigeria, to create a better Nigeria for everybody. So, and having said that, we must have to realize that we don't have democracy. We have to say that we don't have democracy. And if we must move on, we must champion for a new constitution because the constitution, the way it is so skewed, is so skewed that even if a president that is willing to move the nation forward, if we even have that president, I'm very sure one of the first things he's going to do is to set up the necessary machineries to ensure that a new constitution he will give a way to ensure that a new constitutional development is in the process immediately. Because the way a constitution is now, there's so many powers in the center, and once you have that, the people cannot move. What about resource control? What about things like that? All the funds, the vast majority of the funds still goes to the central. And as long as this happens, the central keeps determining areas of priorities. And
A
this is
minute
not
more.
going to work. Okay, I'll just round up. This is not going to work. I'll give a very important example that we all know. Look at the train, all the way, the railway line from Maradi to Niger. Just imagine where you have zero economic activity. Imagine if and they are extending that from Kaduna again to Kano. Imagine if we could do something like that to connect Lagos and Onitsha. And that railway, if there's any way they can take it through Ibadan, through Port Harcourt, these are industrial hub of the nation. But because of religious and ethnic consideration, we are taking a railway, borrowing funds to build a railway all the way from Nigeria to Niger Republic. It's a shame. It's a sad day for the country. Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you, Dr. Siem, for your moderation. And thank you again, Mr. Naija, and good night, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. Nobody is having it. And Naija Watch, the Black Panther is left. Please, if you can bring in Tiobala, since he's ready to come in, let him give 4 minutes. We only
I
allow.
cannot see him. I don't know if it's Tiobala.
I've not spoken to. I am here. I've not spoken.
Okay, Tiobala, I don't see you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, please. At least see, today na democracy day. Let us be democratic. So
Dr. Siem, I beg you tell Tiobala.
Make una tell me what Tiobala can talk now. What you want to talk now, Tiobala?
I can't greet you.
No, why you dey come now when we don't close?
Today
Naija Watch, I dey miss you. That's why I come.
No, nothing like that. I beg.
Why you dey tell her what you go talk?
No, and that if we talk as well, go download, me go talk about Olumide Akpata. We
Make
don't
una
know
leave
beyond
am
the
alone.
national politics.
Anyway, anyway,
Maybe they are not to come deliver. You don't know now.
I
wait,
bet
anyway,
you balance anything where you like.
We are here for him.
Your presence is so
Everybody keep silence now. We know talk
That was
again.
my Nigerian politics we did today. I beg. If you
we
buy
hear
your fire, me I go fire.
we hear
I'll give it to you. You have give us our
hear,
money.
Meet and waiting to fire Dr.
okay,
Sifu.
One house, please.
okay, please, everybody. Well, how do they say it? Then a Black Panther. Let's hear. Let's have your 4 minutes. Thank you.
No, Black Panther don't fair talk, sis.
I'm still here. I'm not talking. Remember me.
Skip Black
Remember
Panther.
me too.
I never talk now. Which one be skip Black Panther? You get me
You
from
go Black Panther. Then Black Panther. You go Black Panther. Go Black Panther. Then I'll come last. I'll come last after Bwala.
e be like say na see me for dream sef. Wetin dey happen?
You talk now. Virus man. Go ahead and talk, virus man. You don't need one now. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. You don't do. You go understand me now. You don't do. Thank. Okay, let me talk. I want to thank everybody. You people have been saying, Mr. F. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yeah, they hear you.
Are you a unique?
100% now. You don't ask me this before now.
I never asked you before.
You've asked me before. I'll be unique uniport. Now there we come from.
I be 96. I be you 96.
No, I be all those people where they cause what's they call? Cause katakata for campus. I be
look at this lazy.
All those called people where they.
Oh, we don't go rest. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank. It don't do now. I don't know what I will call you now, Steph. I want to thank everybody here because there is enough. I have a brother here who is unique. I have one that was my schoolmate in the second high school. I just want to thank you, unique. You are always unique everywhere we go, and we understand the state of the nation itself. I want to start by saying one thing here. I was so glad today, even I had to text Nigeria Watch for what happened, despite the democracy, whatever. But if an individual or a group of or a government official does something, we need to, sing. We need to appraise him for a work well done. I want to thank my brother. He's an artist in Nigeria, a person of Burna Boy. I just want to may God bless you, sir. I'm one of your fans, and you are doing a great job. Despite sometimes you get me annoyed, but that doesn't matter. We are all human. But you've done something that is in my heart, and something that I have been praying that God should give me the opportunity to do. And that is, you went into the university teaching hospital yesterday, and you paid all the bill of the patients, both the ones that have left that couldn't pay. You paid all their bills, both the ones in emergency, both the ones that have done their surgery, both the ones that's about to do their surgery. You pay all the bill because that is your root. That is where Port Harcourt is where your foundation started from, and you give back to the society. This is what I've been saying to Nigerian artists, to Nigeria, wherever you find yourself. Wherever you find yourself, and if you have gotten to the very high extreme of your career, you should be able to do what? You should be able to give back to where you came from. And Burna Boy, God bless you. Continue to excel in everywhere you go, and continue to give joy and smile into the hearts of Nigerians that are in need. God bless you. This is what we talk about. Love. Love is the key. And I want to say also thank you to the Lagos State government, the governor of the Lagos State. People might be surprised that I'm thanking him. I want to thank you irrespective of what is going on, but I still want to adopt my cap for you for that sole mind to have such a project, to have a project that has not been done in Africa. I've never seen it. But if someone have seen it, you should just say it. If I'm wrong, I'll respect it. I'll respect whatever you bring forth. He has built the first children hospital in the West Coast, I believe, in Africa. An hospital that can take more than 2,000, I guess, 1,000 plus patient children, and the car park is one of the best in the world. The same thing we have in Dallas is the same prototype that they built in Lagos State. God bless you, sir. I just want to say thank you for doing that. It is in my heart too to do that for children, because I passed through a lot, and one of my kids passed through a lot. I know the benefit of having children hospital in a land where children are mixed up and a lot of things happen during their birth. May God bless you, sir. Just continue to do the good works and don't derail. If you derail, I'll come after you with my tongue. I don't have anything against you, despite your way where you got into power is somehow. But for you to do this, I just want to say thank you, sir. You're good. I want to say to everybody here, my last comment, I want to say everybody here, everybody knows the Nigerian problem. And to Mr. Emmanuel on the comment section, we in the diaspora cannot invest in Nigeria when we ask a question. Is Nigeria a nation? Thank you.
Your time is. Thank you very much, Black Panther. I think I will say something in respect of what you say about love. There's a woman they call, you people in America know of Oprah Winfrey. When I read what she did, I was just shedding tears.
Yeah, that's a great woman.
Trained 65,000 kids to university level without even knowing any one of them. 5 of them professors.
Put on your prayers too. Put on your prayers too, because she's going through. I think she has a stomach.
It's okay. God will heal her. So nobody has ever done it in this world. 65,000 without knowing any one of them. Just use money, train them, and they became human. All of them became human beings.
She also built 500 units of house for those that lost their house during the Katrina.
Okay, you can imagine. So thank you very much. Let
Black Panther, CM, let me just, please, if you give me just maybe 30 seconds to respond to Black Panther with respect to the children's hospital in Lagos. It's a good work, and God bless him for doing that. The more, the better. That's part of development. That's what we need in there. And that was the hospital when I was. That was the hospital. Macy Hospital, the Macy Hospital, Lagos.
It's called Massey Street Children Hospital.
Massey Street, Massey Street Children Hospital. That was the hospital where myself, I'm alive because of that children's hospital today. And that's why I also appreciate the man that you talked about earlier, who went to the hospital and do good work. That is good work. That is my dream. That the Massey Hospital in Lagos has been there for ages. I don't know, but
18 something.
Yeah, yes. It was as a result of the Massey Hospital that he went and built the gigantic one.
Okay, the Massey Hospital, I don't think it's not at least by now it will be a smaller hospital. But by then,
I know Massey. I've been inside there. I know. So give us a mandate. Your 4 minutes starts now, so that we move to Tiobala.
No, I'll come last. I mean, it is something. But just go ahead.
So all this your interjection. We go remove all this time now. Which one you there? This one are cheating now. You think say you they ready? You know they ready. Okay, Tiobala, thank you for showing up.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just the carelessly rigged election.
Yeah,
we see you once in a blue moon. Why?
As in, they enjoy the show. As in, now we be the viewers. They enjoy the show. They comment sometimes, and that is where I'm even going to start my contribution from, because I remember 3 days ago when there was a particular discussion you guys were having. I think it's Mr. Chris. They were having a kind of discussion, and this guy, I forgot his name. I think Chris asked him. It was Black Panther that asked him the question that what does he do? He said he's a lecturer. I remember. I believe you guys remember the particular day I'm talking about now.
Yes, that was 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay,
The reason
Ferrero.
why I'm talking regarding that, because Chris just mentioned about taking back our country and all of that, and I was I wish I don't know what to do because I was very busy that day. I could have jump into the conversation, because the most important thing I believe today, that we all believe that today we are having a very big issue in the country, and based on what is happening now, we need everybody food to be to be working anywhere in a way that we must do something in a way to take back that country. But that guy asked a very good question, or make a very good point. Like, what is the issue? You know, today we know what brought us to the present situation we find ourselves today. Is one of the problems is the electoral law, and I acknowledge the fact that Black Panther and some other person was able to quickly identify that, and those are this system that kept us where we are today. I have also recall events as in then, when we don't even have technology, where free and fair election was being conducted, that gave birth to today, where we say celebration of Democracy Day. Imagine today that we now have the best of technology, still we cannot even conduct a simple election. And now most of us are also preparing for 2027, which I see as a waste of time. So what are we going to do going forward? Is it not high time we started looking at those set of persons? When I mean persons, institutions, that kept us where we are, whereby we start tackling all those issues, because taking back our country is not going to be easy without having to tackle the institution. Is it the police force you're going to talk about? Is it the military? Is it the our educational system? Is it the hospital system we are even talking about? These are the systems that kept us where we are. And one of the major one that we must tackle is the electoral law. Not just electoral law. Electoral law is there. The people or the system in general that control those things. These are the point we should take at the very point, key points. And again, I also want to talk about the minimum wage regarding what Nigeria was showed this morning, and it was comparing state by state the number as the amount at which they can pay. For me, I think, in my own opinion, it's not a must that all states must pay the same minimum wage. And 30,000 is not enough, 35,000 is not enough, but I believe as in, it must not be uniform. Like even in different, like in US, for instance, we have different states with different minimum wage, right? Fine. But it's important that they increase the minimum wage. But I believe that each country, each state should also look inward to be able to generate revenue, to be able to pay this minimum wage and it must not be uniform. In general, Blank Panther, I really recommend what you said, like, regarding what the governor of Lagos State have done, and so many other governor or other persons in general. But you said that is the vision you have. Please, I know it's a very vision, but you can start now. There are so many young persons in your village. Please, not that I'm attacking the person, but including me. At least we should start now. No matter, even if it is one person we are able to help, they need our help. We must not wait until we get enough before we can start helping. Thank you.
Thank you, Teobala. That's good. That's a very, a very reassuring remark you made, which is good. Please try and put off appearance. What matters, although you say you are, we also want to learn from you. That's why we come here. The more the merrier. We join your voice to the rest of the people, and then and people will learn from us. So we need you here, please. Anytime. Don't just come once in a blue moon. Although I don't know your schedule, but try as much as possible to come and maintain your position. The next, I think there we are very effectual. Okay, just give
The
us a
heat is
mandate.
too
Yes,
much
give
for
us.
him.
Wait,
And they
the
never
heat.
see
The heat
finish.
is
Which
Please
too
one be
much
next
for
wait.
him.
again?
Wait. Give us a mandate.
And
Just
that go
come in.
sleep.
Wait.
Thank you
Give.
very much, Yasin.
Uh,
Appreciate
yeah.
you. I would join my voice to that of Mr. Chris to say that Mr. Elvis Onyedigi, thank you very much. But for this platform, we may all sit down here doing what we are doing, but you never know where your name has gotten into. I mean, we have a case where people we started talking about health rights, and people just reach out to Mr. Elvis. Oh, Mr. Elvis, can you please help me reach out to Dr. CM? Not even knowing if he's a medical doctor. They reach out to him and say, just give me my number and let them call me. Maybe one call made to Dr. CM has helped rescue people you don't know behind the camera. Thank you again very much. God bless you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much. And like Mr. Chris said, but for this medium, for this medium today, maybe we won't be here talking about the issue of the country. The last time I checked, we spoke about the salary of the various members of the House of Rep and what they get, right? The following day, that was what Arise TV was talking about. That tells you to the level at which we have gotten into. Thank you very much once again. I appreciate you. Now, on the issue of the minimum wage, Tiobala, although states in America don't pay a uniform minimum wage, but you must also remember that there's a federal minimum wage. There is a federal. So the federal does its own first, and then the state now. So what is the Nigerian federal government intending to pay as minimum wage to Nigerians? What is the Nigerian federal government intending to pay federal workers as minimum wage? And we can say, oh, all the states will not be able to pay the uniform amount. But remember, they all get allocation, right? We can say they probably they have the resources based on their state and all that. But if you look at it, they all get security votes, they all get their salary. The last time I checked, they still have their wardrobe allowance, their cooking allowance, their staff, even their side chick allowance, allegedly. So I think that they can see the Nigerian governors and Nigerian politicians in general, including the president and whatever they are the most wicked people on the face of the earth. It was said in the quarter that the Nigerian president is the most powerful human being on the face. You may think America is the most powerful man. No, but Nigerian president, why? Because the Nigerian president, if possible, he can turn night today. So I think for me, these governors can come together and they can agree. Either the northern governors come together, okay, in the northern region of the country, how much can we afford to pay? Or you might say, how can we step it further? So they know what to do, and they can pay as much as 100,000 naira, which I even think is small to the workers. Then coming to humanitarian service, right? I will encourage, like you said to Mr. Black Panther, I will encourage. See, some children, they only need about $20 to pay their school fee. You'll be shocked. Some children, it is only $20 they need to pay for their school fees. Maybe first term, second term, third term. That's about $60. So you don't need to blow a trumpet. Just look for them and just do it. That's how we can begin to contribute our own quota to the issue of the country. Well, to someone I will not say this to counter what you guys have said, but whatever soil they build, the people deserve it in the first place. They are using the taxpayers money to build it.
Okay, your
All
time
I
is
will
up.
encourage them is to do more, revitalize Igbobi and loose. Thank you very much. Have a blessed night.
Okay, thank you. I think we've gone full circle, and I thank everybody. I don't really need to put anything. I just whatever you people start, we take it as what I said today. So that should pass for it, because they're all saying the same thing, whether humanitarian, democracy, the need to improve, and then the anger people also expressed. It's also my anger, because we are not where we are supposed to be, and there's no sign that we've learned our lessons from the past. So I'm talking of government at the federal level. Niger Watch, over to you, so that you
Dr.
can.
Dr. CM.
Yes, please.
Please, let me just say this, if you
Okay,
permit me.
okay. Thank you. You don't have to talk and since you don't have to talk and since.
I've never said I've
Go back to Kila, give us
I beg, give us another thing. Go and hide for one corner.
There's another thing but our boy did. He went ahead to give the student of Uniport 10 million naira, apart from paying the hospital bill. Yeah.
Mommy diaspora, we need your help.
That's Uniport. Okay, Jonathan.
Everything is attacking us, so give us time.
I just want to see, I just want to say this briefly, that there is no state in Nigeria that cannot pay 200,000 naira minimum wage. There is no state.
the money that they are looting, the money that they are stealing is what they don't want to let go. If they let go the money that they are looting and they are stealing, Samfara will pay 200,000 naira in Nigeria. There is no state in Nigeria that has more than 15,000 civil servants. All of them can come out with so fake numbers, 23,000 civil servants, 25,000. No state.
Because they have ghost workers. They have ghost workers.
Yes, that's the looting. That's the criminality that is going on there. They don't want to let go that looting, that stealing. No state. See, okay, let's take our calculator now. Let's just do a simple thing. 15,000 by 200,000. 15,000 by 200,000. You will tell me which state in Nigeria.
30 million, is it?
No, Augustine. 15,000.
Oh, 15 by 20.
By 15,000. By
about 400 and but it's not 45 million or so. 40.
See, if you do,
guys, internet won't blow.
Please, my people, let's get this message out so that we can debunk their lies and they can all enter house.
Thank you.
15,000 civil servants and the state is paying them 200,000 naira. My people.
I think I also believe that the labor union are not even doing enough in the first place.
It's 3 billion, my people. It's 3 billion naira. We state cannot release 3 billion in a month.
It's true.
The current 30,000 is only 400.
It's true, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank God, see the door hook your this thing now. Thank you. All right.
Naija watch.
Wait till I do.
You know, see what you be talk, don't they cause wahala for internet too?
Wait till talk.
If they say they won't give all women food, all women go dress like Bobrisky.
No, Obi was saying. Obi want to say that arresting Bobrisky for spraying money or all these whatever people. He said that is less of a problem. EFCC should go for bigger people that are looting the treasury, because if they are arrested,
they don't turn around.
They said if the government should decide to feed only women, all the men go dress like Bobrisky to say that he said them be women. I made them get what they want. The man said.
But we have to call out the EFCC chairman too now. He said until he probe Bello, if he doesn't probe him, he will not. I don't know how I say it. So where's Olukayode? Has he probed Bello? That's my question. Olukayode, Pastor Olukayode, where are you? Where's Bello?
He said he will resign. He's saying he will resign. So me they wait.
Olukayode, have you resigned? Pastor Olukayode,
resign fire.
Okay.
We go wait tire for that one.
Thank you.
Talk is
Thank you,
cheap,
my
they
people.
say.
I appreciate you all. Thank you. 5 hours, 30 minutes is a lot. So let's stop and continue from where we stopped tomorrow again.
I thought you would make it 6 hours for Democracy Day.
No worry, sir. No worry. We don't need democracy. This one, the pain of democracy with this, so the pain. Okay, everybody. Same for Democracy Day. Let me make us reach like this now. 5 hours, 30
but you
minutes.
Can give us Elvisocracy.
Visocracy. Okay. Let me do research over that first. I beg people, let me end the show. I beg I beg now. You know, thank you, everyone. I appreciate every one of you. You know, what a day. Peter Obi can enter inside. Tomorrow we are going to talk more on what Peter Obi talk about, because it was not an initial topic that we brought here. So yes, tomorrow we'll come back to Ram again. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you. Now, thank you very much, Augustine, for your wonderful moderating. God bless you, sir. Thanks for always being there. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. Mr. Jonathan, Oga Chris, Oga F. Emmanuel, Mr. Abdul Malik, my brother Black Panther, my brother Give Us a Mandate, and our runaway brother Bwala. It's good to have you back, my brother. I beg, make good hear from you. Your voice is very important in the journey. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Mother Patricia, thank you very much earlier on. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And those of you that came in that have already left, thank you very much for your time. Those of you that call into the show as well, Mr. Ben, Mr. Shimize, and many others that called in, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Those of you that supported the channel, Madam Albe Ashuko, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Shizoba, thank you very much. Just Blue Shell, CXL, thank you. God bless you all. And Stella Imaseredo, God bless you, man. I'm grateful. And our people right down the comment section started with wonderful Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. I appreciate you always. Mother Iris Finance, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, God Grace, once more. Thank you very much, Madam Amen Bright. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Good evening to you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. And Peggy Modi, Freedom Simple. Freedom Simple, where have you been? I don't see my people back. Don't fade. Thank you very much. Now God bless you now. Thank you, my people. We have come to the end of the broadcast right now. Let's continue from where we stopped. By 6 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be coming back here again and continue from where we stopped. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we are here. Let's continue to talk. Somehow, someday, our talking will yield results. At the end of the day, we will have that better Nigeria we all are craving for, hoping for in our time. My people, I here now will draw the curtain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, by God's grace.